Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, so we are now up to session 17 of the Star Wars Mandalorian storyline. About 6 sessions into their second season, where they're actually sector rangers instead of bounty hunter wannabes. Well, there are currently no bounty hunters amongst the group.
That's very cool.
They have a bounty hunter's license, but they aren't.
That's not true. Well, B1 is.
I know, I couldn't help put that little comment in there for David.
Real bounty hunters.
What are you saying about bounty hunters?
Real genetic quality.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting to get the smell.
I'm
There goes my character this session. Okay.
I couldn't help that. So, introducing characters for today, we have David online.
Hello, yeah, I'm David. I play B1337, a mechanic, computer specialist, tactician, logistics specialist, and all-around nice guy, and medical professional with absolutely no morals whatsoever.
Isn't that your standard medical, doctor?
La?
Yeah, I have the tendency of not having a conscience.
Though it is amusing how it stretches out your words while you're saying that.
Yes.
It is amusing on this end when you listen back to them.
How many doctors do you know that have conducted assassinations?
Doctors
Not even in this game either.
Successful, as I say.
I mean, if you want to debate.
Successful is the word you need to use, man. Sorry.
He hasn't quite got his doctorate yet, he's working on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to describe B1337 to us, David?
Yeah, I'm sure nothing will go wrong while I'm trying to stay off mute. B1337 is essentially a fat B1 battle droid. He's heavily modified systems from other droids that he may or may not have ethically acquired. And who's covered in scratches, battle wounds, and otherwise, essentially your regular soulless looking B1 battle droid.
Well, I see no other droids objecting to what you've harvested.
Yeah, well, there were no objections at the time, only because in space.
I think what he was saying, in space, no one can hear you.
That was just.
So David, what we got was in space blank.
Because it dropped out then.
It was perfect timing.
It was so perfect.
Well, that is absolutely perfect, but in space no one can hear me.
That is true, no one can hear you beep in space.
That's really funny.
At the table today we have Mark.
Hi, I'm playing Papa Redrick, or Papa for short. I'm a human Mandalorian female who is going through some life issues at the moment. She doesn't want to go into more detail to anyone she doesn't know.
Also at the table is Kessler.
I am playing Kayana. She is human Mandalorian. Came from lower caste, kind of just tried to join to try to prove herself. Has been thrusted upon into a leadership role and is now having to manage the stress of leading not only her peers but also taking on the new orders in managing Piper.
And
Thank you.
I don't think the words that Piper uses managing.
I actually pulled out about 6 antihistamines. I'm like, which one's certain?
It's like, which one's which?
And we also have Ariadna.
Who is then a true striker, human, while not official bounty hunter to be one day. But right now, Animal Wrangler and Killer.
Mhm.
Hopefully. Either that or Animal Wrangler and Animal Food.
So last time we had it, you had taken on a trip to the planet of Kidron with the mayor of, governor of Elrood,
Yep.
who was looking to pick up some game on planet. And you had met up with a bounty hunter.
Oh, that was that really cool
Graham.
girl.
Great.
I believe these are character
Grey,
sheets for
yeah,
people
all
as
grey.
well.
Yep. This is me. That's. I think that might be you.
That's fun.
Mine's on mine's on
That's
mine.
Ross. Ah, this is you.
Because I got my wrist on one
That's
so I can
Ross.
think out.
Right.
So it's okay. I've got a combat knife. I'll protect you all.
Heck yeah.
It's the most Australian thing I've heard in a while.
What did you say?
I've got a combat knife. I'm going to protect you all.
Yeah.
And that's where Kirsty pulls out a sword. You call that a knife?
Call
This
that
is a
knife.
knife. You put the Australian accent on there, so
The
the
Papa starts
knife.
crying for the rest of the session.
I feel like I can't say that without doing a really bad Australian accent.
Oh yeah,
Otherwise
the worse it
illegal.
is, the better.
Exactly.
The more people laugh.
Call that a knife. This is a knife. Like that whole thing. I can guarantee I cannot do an Australian accent, so I'm going to butcher the language.
We butcher every language. That's what we do.
That's Australian.
It's truth.
It's funny because almost every time
Yeah.
people see my hallway, they want to do that. And I'm like, they aren't knives, they're swords.
It's a sword.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, I want to do the line.
They're just spokes.
In quoting my husband, he says, "Excuse the Australians, they're all ignorant sand-eating convicts. What can you expect from them?"
Fair enough.
Wow.
Yeah.
That first minute's going to be really good.
Well, they had to send them somewhere when America wouldn't accept them anymore.
Yeah, America was just like, and then so we're like, okay, guess these guys then.
I'm actually from a comic background, so it's really
That's fair.
And as somebody who spent quite a bit of time in the desert, I hate that guy.
Okay, Anakin, calm down.
Ouch.
It gets it
Well, it
everywhere.
is close and it gets everywhere.
It does. Sex on the beach is not fun.
Yeah, not good. Not good.
PG.
Yeah, we didn't
Marcus
quite
is
we
holding
didn't quite
back.
make the first 15 minutes on that one.
Nope.
I said PG. I didn't say anything. I said PG. Okay. That reminds me. That's all.
Technically, that's still parental guidance. I didn't
Tomorrow
use
night-
any of
tomorrow
our
night is
acceptable
just-
words.
I
Tomorrow
use
night's cool.
PG-13.
With
Ariadne, look, in our defense, we all need parental guidance. So, I mean,
That's true.
That's what PG's all about.
To be
right?
honest, it depends on the parents. I definitely don't need parental guidance.
my mother still thinks I do, so it's okay.
Hey, all I know is that Emerist is a father, which makes him a parent.
Sure. Was that a
Request to
pun?
No, it was not a pun.
Okay.
All I'm saying is that if I'm going to get some parental guidance, and it has to be from a parent, I'll take it from Emerist. And that way I know that it's
Everest.
always
I
going to
thought
be
you said
entertaining.
Everest.
No, Emerist.
No. Emerist is the coolest dad ever.
Yeah. And I'm sure he'll give me some terrible life advice, and I'll be able to say that was parental guidance.
And if you ask him to give you terrible life advice, he will.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, he will.
Okay, so yes, you are on the planet Kidron, and you're being told you're going to go and find a creature called the Jammer, which you've been told is the apex predator of the planet.
Computing intensifiers.
And then
Question. How did it end up with the name of the Jammer?
Because when you get in close to melee range of it, it blinds all the locals.
Oh, okay. So it blinds them how, like
By
sonar
shutting
or
off
something?
their olfactory sensors, which is how they see.
Ah, I see. Okay,
So it
fair enough.
jams their systems, and anyone who doesn't have a breath mask generally passes out.
Thank you for the reminder. I'd completely forgotten from 2 weeks ago.
I didn't. But then again, I also just put some stats together for the creature today for everyone.
We all
Yeah.
know that if you want a sleep-deprived, nerve pain intolerant person, you come to me.
Okay, so yes, all the creatures on this planet are around scent-based everything. So the equivalent of scent technology is really good here.
So, have a shower is what I get. Gotcha.
Or not have a shower, depending on what sort of
What kind of
information you
vibe
want to give away.
off.
What? PG. PG. PG on my piece of paper. Okay.
I'm not going to, but there's a part of me that's heavily tempted to roll around in some stable muck.
PG.
And then you'd probably get a few people coming up to go, yeah, I know where you, yeah, and you're sort of going, but I didn't want this sort of attention.
At least I'd be interesting. The locals might talk to me. Alright.
So I believe Ray gave us advice on hunting like a juvenile jammer in a certain area.
Yep.
That would be
So Gray suggested we centralise
yeah,
and draw them into us.
versus trying to find them.
And we have at least everyone watching everyone's backs, like a kind of 8-sided square
Yeah.
diamond type
Mm.
star arrangement.
You also have B1 relaying all information, all applicable information that can be taken from both you guys as well as the ship sensors.
Piper does say, hey, you sure you don't want any extra hand?
No. You'll only get in the way.
Sorry.
Like,
You mean he didn't respond with, if I needed a third hand, I would have built one?
I was so expecting that Piper would just pull out like a Cybertronic hand and like hand it over.
You know how?
PG.
PG.
No, B1 thoroughly refuses you and has absolutely no use for you and feels that you would only get in the way.
Once
Because you're a disgusting organic beings out.
Yeah, I've been through this feeling before. So,
Are you starting to now translate these insults as well?
no, look, it's not love. It's not respect either.
No.
So it's something in between both.
It's forced programmed obligation.
It's yeah, was it mental imaging of some sort? Don't know. It's many words that be used for this, but Papa just knows that once you get to a certain stage, you just don't ask questions anymore.
Well, you can ask whatever questions you want. I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
Yeah, okay, sure, Bob. Yeah. I read too many memes today on that one, so you don't say that.
Well, I'm glad that you've read ahead of what may actually happen to you. and said that while Mark was drinking.
Is that
Yeah,
it?
no, I actually checked on the. I went to the wrong side of the throat. But it was like perfect timing. Okay, Piper reluctantly making sure she has a gas mask as well, and we headed back to the rest of it because I was actually on the ship at the time. So.
Oh, we made sure that we had.
Well, no one had left the ship yet.
Are we still on the ship? Are we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked to Greer of the ship, and we've made preparations. Like we've got survival kits, breathers, that kind of stuff. We've changed is it a senator? Governor. The governor's detail is now 4 people.
I think we did 2 guards and 3 chefs.
We were going to have staff, and then Greer's like, you probably want to make that 4 bodyguards and then maybe 1 staff.
Yeah.
So we made those changes and irritated the hell out
And I
of.
believe Gray had some respect for me, considering what happened to her recently.
Yes, she said that if you ever need her, she'll be there for you. She can.
Okay. If there's a moment that I can have a talk to her on the side, I might ask her about Warren. She was
Okay, so that may not happen straight away because we did have someone else saying they were going to go travel around with her while she was speaking to the senators.
Okay,
That was me.
That was taking.
That's
yeah,
cool. It
2
was only if it was a quiet time later, not me. Yeah. Because if I knew that she kind of respected me a little bit, or felt sorry for me, I'm also using it to my advantage. I was thinking to myself.
I was observing her for as long as she'll tolerate me.
Okay, so when morning rocks around, she taps on the ship. She doesn't sleep on the ship.
I wouldn't either if I had a choice.
I guess I let her aboard. Yeah.
Okay. She says, was one of you going to come with me when I spoke to the council here? Okay.
Yeah.
That hurt.
I was gonna.
That's not in game though.
Yeah.
That just hurt.
I was gonna. I would say to her, yeah, Thea, we have delegated Thea to be our correspondent for our group.
Okay, well, right this way then. She says as she heads off.
I'm all ready to go. I've been all ready to go since just before sun up, and I've been like sitting there going, when are we gonna leave?
I was like, well, where are you gonna go?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like a kid who gets to go to their favourite place.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to look up Piper yet? Because she's still asleep.
No.
You can have a sleeping. It depends on B1, really.
So, B1, apparently you've got a happy subject. What do you do with your happy subject?
What happy subject?
Piper.
I'm sleeping.
B1 completely ignores Piper's existence.
Okay.
So, is this why Piper's still happy?
Sure. B1 wants absolutely nothing to do with Piper right now.
Buffer.
No, B1's more concerned on operating and developing proficiency with operating the ship systems, the ship sensor systems.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally all he's doing until somebody scratches themselves. And I mean that in a injury way.
Kayana would be just making sure with everybody else on board, like all of our party members, and then the advisors / assistants or whatever, that everything is organized and taken care of, and that the plan is that we'll be taking a small party to this island and blah 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 blah.
Yep, and it turns out Kadkia has come down with something.
Okay. So we would leave probably Kadkia on the ship I would say to guard the ship, but realistically it's whatever. So now that Kadkia is otherwise indisposed, I go to wherever Piper's sleeping, and I'll kind of just like kick the base of the bed to shake it a bit.
Oh, we're going.
Yeah, folds up and you fall flat on the ground.
Oh!
I say, apologies, Piper. We'll need you in a consultancy basis.
Your bed's folded up for the day.
Okay. I'll get my boulders, my new gun, go. Yep. And, okay. We'll see how we go. Might not be good at stuff today, but we'll see how we go.
Alright.
What kind of accolade level would I still be in? It's 2 days now, would it be, possibly?
You're still doing okay at the moment. This one seems to be pretty potent stuff.
I feel... Yeah. Fist bump.
Yeah. So.
Still have memories of home.
Yeah. I'm good. I checked my little comment thing. Any message from Fabio yet?
No.
I feel a bit sad.
Hasn't checked in with you.
You can do one thing, it doesn't need to get back to
How rude.
Well, it's still only about a day and a bit since you left.
You've been down
How rude.
Still rude, full of the day. We had that kind of thing going on. So.
Look at Piper simping.
Yes, Piper would simp, by the way, yes. Okay. So, you know, get ready to go and go. Okay, lead the way, boss.
Alright.
I say that. I say boss as I think.
And you see there's a pile of stuff you've bought or sorted out for the trip, including a backpack with your name on it.
Backpack. Just thinking. I'm kind of read this. I'm going to take my new satchel with me. You know that I'm talking about. With my backpack.
Are you gonna attach it to your backpack?
I think it might be too.
Yeah, with this really easable, rippable thing to the backside of it, so it's just floating there, dangling, ready to be taken.
Yeah, I want the satchel in front of me so I can see it.
It's okay. You're gonna do the whole tourist thing where you put the fanny pack under your clothes and.
Oh Lord, my clothes can I do that with this? This thing's a big thing, isn't it?
Mhm.
Well, the question is how feminine, I suppose, do you want to
This is
feel?
private. She's not. She only gets feminine when she has to be. So
Okay.
this is work now. So.
So a little bit looser clothes can totally hide a fanny pack underneath.
No, this isn't.
Be like, wow, look at my washboard abs
this
here.
book is like one of the. So that book, think like one of Martin's
I think,
books.
yeah, I think you said something like that.
Yeah, so I think it's very obvious I'm having fun, and I say, oh, that's my consultancy book. If everyone asks me.
I would. Okay. Okay. Consultancy book. If that's the story you want to go with.
Yeah, with that.
Okay. So yes, most of the others are gone for most of the day. You see the councilman, our governor gets up and leaves about 3 or 4 hours after sunup. He's not the most early riser you'll see.
Piper understands. You know, when you get to such level, you can get up when you want. Yeah.
And he takes his luxury limo into town.
Nice.
Politicians.
Politicians. Not as good as Fabio's car, but yeah.
What kind of car does Fabio have again? A red speedster?
See, it's a sports car.
It's a police beast.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hot.
For some reason, all I can think is like the little red spaceship in Lilo and Stitch when they make the little toys,
so
though.
I look at this kind of like Fifth Element kind of
Yeah.
police car kind of thing, yeah. But more like looks like it's been really done up kind of thing. So yeah, that's how I see
Real fancy.
real fancy, yeah. And being an old.
So you're dating Mike Lowry from Bad Boys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you probably put it that way. Yeah, you could do it that way, but it classifies in Fabio. So.
Okay, so yes, you're making your way. As you're seeing stuff, you're seeing that take off into the city. You're seeing reports come in on the ship as they're saying a small transport has been booked for the next morning.
Yep.
Arriving just after sunrise for preparation for whatever gear you want to stow.
Cool. That'll be
Fine.
easy
Everything's
enough
fine.
then.
You guys are all welcome to grab one.
Okay, thank you.
I myself have to quickly dash to the bathroom.
And
And then we will say what happens with Ariadna and the
And Freya?
Greya. So I guess you get a piper and under the sea.
So Piper's got her.
Mark Lowry boyfriend.
Yeah, but she's got her I suppose contracting kind of book that I do as part of my contracting role to you guys.
Yep.
So I've got that in my front satchel.
Yep.
The new satchel I bought. the other
wait,
day.
I forget. Do we know that you have a book?
No.
No one knows that she's got a
So-
book.
But if you ever want to register a roller,
But you
I
said.
think B1
but you
might
said. Did you tell us what it is? Okay.
No,
that's one thing I haven't told you.
you just got a satchel that
No,
you can
what I'm
lock.
saying is, did you say that it's a book?
All I've said it is it's what I do to write my notes for my. I've used this as my bounty hunter kind of book.
It's your journal.
Journal, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you just if you,
B1 pipes up over the comms. You know, I remember your journal as a baby. It was interesting.
what was
I
Piper's
remember
journal
your
as a
first
baby
brush
like?
too.
What was Piper's journal like as a baby?
Well, it was utter garbage. It was goo goo gaga. Didn't make any sense at all. And then she got a bit older and she was so attracted to boys. Always boys. Boys, boys, boys. She wouldn't stop talking about them.
She still doesn't.
Still boy crazy.
Hey! She might be blushing right now.
Yeah.
Only a meat sack would experience something so insipid as love.
You have a very cynical droid, but that is not to be unexpected.
Am I wrong?
I didn't say you're wrong. You know me too well.
Probably more right than you are wrong.
That's because I've read your journal every day of your life, except for this stupid one.
Pipers?
Yes.
Yep.
Talking about how he knows her too well.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I'm pretty sure there'll be some baby photos somewhere on someone's hard drive.
Hey!
Oh, I have them on
Embarrassing
file.
shots.
As well as Piper's entire life journal.
Well, I'm going out with Greer, so you guys enjoy the journal.
Yep. So maybe we could go over this journal. It'll be fun.
Dear Diary, it is my 15th birthday. Mike Hardcastle said that I looked ugly.
Yeah.
I was very sad.
Oh, dear.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so glad I don't have a journal. Well, not that kind of journal. I've got a book of beasts, but that's about it.
Okay, so as you go into the city, you head off rather early.
Yep.
You do notice that most of the locals don't like Greer very much.
Yeah, I was expecting that though.
And Greer does the equivalent of blink as she walks past.
I get that too.
But she does have her hand close to her weapons at all times, just not touching them.
I'm not supposed to have weapons, or
You
am
can carry weapons.
I've got my blaster then?
Yeah, it's the understanding that if you touch or draw a weapon that you will use it.
Yeah, I don't have my hand on it, but I'm ready.
And also most of the locals will pull their weapons on you if you pull a weapon.
I've also got my gaffy stick, if that's okay.
Mm-hmm. That's all okay.
On my back though, so, obviously.
So
I've really got to get a staff that doubles as a weapon so that, I can hold on to it and hit people.
as you're walking through-
Guys, Russ messaged that he was ready.
Oh, he did?
Yes,
Okay, I shall pipe him in there. Because that happened while
Is that
I
a play on the
I
Piper
jumped out.
word?
Quite possibly. Unintentional, but always good.
Sure. Never unintentional with that.
We all want to pipe Piper in.
PG.
Okay, we have a Ross online, so if Ross would like to introduce his character.
Hello!
Yes, I play Khalid, the assassin/enforcer.
Did Khalid wish to wander into the city with
Greya.
Greya,
And Thea.
Thea?
Right there we go. I think it would be handy because there may be some negotiation. I believe Khalid has negotiation.
Yes, he has. I have presents.
Or presents.
No. I have
I've got 3 presents.
charisma.
What's charisma?
Charisma's good.
Charisma is presence.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, so that's the same as presents.
I have natural talent, not
Yeah.
learned talent.
Yeah, so it'd be good for Carla to go with Thea and Greya into the city for this council meeting.
I feel you should temporarily change your name or get a nickname that rhymes with ours.
Yeah.
Khalidea?
Bob,
I am not very impressed.
Why is that funny? It's not
straight. It's just between us, it's okay.
It's stupid.
Bob's your uncle?
Yeah.
It's not far on the Wookiee. Yeah. Or water.
Okay. So yes, as you're
What if I
walking,
wasn't the Wookiee?
Sorry.
as you're walking through town, you notice that half the stalls have people with the strange masks over their big noses. Considering their noses take up more than half their face.
What do you mean by strange masks?
So there's a mask that completely encloses their nose, but nothing else.
Okay, yeah.
So it's not for replacement breathing. And you see that they sell scent experiences.
Ah, okay. these masks give scent experiences?
And most of the locals in the street who are up also early are looking wistful as they're just sort of sitting there, popping their
Enjoying
head
their
along.
scent
Yeah.
experience. Do they sell these masks only for the species that is native to these lands?
I know
or-
they do have them for other species.
Okay. I gather Freya's probably not the sort of person to wander around and look at shops though, so I will just take note of it as we walk by because.
Is everyone carrying weapons openly?
Yeah.
Yes, because it's actually been stated that the person
Yeah.
who doesn't carry a weapon is prey.
Mm.
Okay.
And never pull a weapon on a local because the rest of the locals will gun you down.
So, has anyone actually got the blaster rifle from Kadki?
Katkia,
No, he's sick. He's sick and he's
she's
sick.
gambling.
Actually sick, actually.
She's on the ship, indisposed. I think.
Just saying, is
we
there
will
anyone
probably-
carrying her blaster rifle.
We'll
that's all.
probably grab it from her for the hunt, but this
yeah.
is just you going into town with whatever
We're
weapons that you
accompanying
have.
Freya
Okay,
to
so
talk
I-
to counsellors.
My heavy blaster pistol and light blaster pistol and my force spike.
Yeah, you should be.
And my vibro knives.
Yeah, you should be okay with those. And then we'll
Right,
get
those
the
different ones.
blaster rifle from Kadkia when it's time for the hunt.
Yeah, because she's got the whole rigged up one.
Yeah, the really fancy one.
Oh, wait a second, didn't she get a bio reader on her bloody blaster rifle?
That
Got
was
some sort of update.
that was the one that was given out when we were still in training. I don't know. I'll
No,
have to-
she when we went on our spending trip, she bought like
Yeah,
really cool updates to her mods to her
yeah.
sniper gun.
Well, if she's got
I
a
will
bio,
look into
you
it.
can't use it.
Yeah, I
So-
don't remember. Was it bio?
I can't remember either.
Okay, I'll look into it though.
It may be
She
on-
may have bio
maybe on the
unlocked
sheet.
it.
I've got it written down at home, so.
You got it written down as bio look?
Yeah, something like that. I've got it written down at home. Exactly
Okay.
what I've got, so.
Okay.
Just didn't bring them in today. That's all.
That happens. Okay, so yes, as you're going through, you do see that most of them are selling the masks for about 200 credits each. That gives you a scent experience. Though you don't think anyone but the Orphites would get as much out of it. Because you've got to have the capacity to do so. It's like selling people music in a frequency they can't hear.
Yeah.
Doesn't help them. But you see things such as Kidron Flowerbed, Kidron Jungle Morning After a Rainstorm. Good scent.
So scented candles type deal.
Supper Time and Sea Breeze being the most popular signs around the scented areas. And by the looks of people while they're doing it, it's the equivalent of a drug hit.
Oh, that would make sense though for their species. Because it's essentially overloading the senses.
And then you find yourself reaching what appears to be the important section of town. You can see it's done up as 4 different quadrant building with a large central room. Each covering different aspects of their government, as Greer tells you as she's coming in.
So it's like the local courthouse, town hall type deal, or
Yep.
government centre.
Where they have their elected council work there. Each of them deals with one branch of the government, but overall they deal with all the laws and regulations of the planet. And they're elected each 4 to 10 years, depending on how long they keep the peace for. So they generally lose office when they're shot.
Usually that's how that goes.
Well, they generally survive being shot, but
Okay.
if they get shot, that's a sign that they're not
I thought
doing
they're
well.
weak, yeah. Okay.
As the main role of the council is mediation.
It depends on how many times you're shot and whether or not you're still alive despite that.
Well, they can live through it, that's what they said. Is once they're shot, it means that they're probably not doing their job well enough and they step down.
But what if you're 50 Cent though? You got shot 9 times. does that still make you cool? Got questions.
Depends if you're still alive.
Yeah.
And you might be the person who shows off all your injuries. Look, I got shot here and here.
Yeah.
And this was before I
Lethal weapon and
couldn't have kids anymore. And
Oh yeah.
With my grandfather's breastplate,
Yep.
just trying to work out, should I actually be wearing it or not?
That's up
Have
to
I
you.
managed to get in touch with my family?
Not yet, because you haven't had time.
I thought you sent the breastplate off with.
No, it's not leaving my side. I need to get in touch with them first. I want actually a family member to come in and pick it up. I don't trust sending it off.
Did you send a message with Captain Dom? Is that what we call it?
Yep.
Yeah, Captain Dom. Then our Mandalorian captain.
I would have if I actually got the chance to.
Then yeah, we would have sent off a message with him that for your family to collect a piece.
Yeah, Captain Dumb Diesel.
Yes.
Yeah.
So would you have brought that with you to another planet, or would you have kept that in the ranger's office back on Elrood?
Bloody hell. Actually, I prefer that it's actually with me because I know
You know where it is then.
Yeah.
where it is.
Okay,
That's
So
so
I'll actually probably be wearing it then.
yep, you are wearing it then,
Okay.
and you've painted it up with your ranger colors.
Rangers colours, yep, and hiding any family glyphs.
Yep. And as you're walking through the city, Gria also says 4 is a sacred number for her people. So we're sending a interesting insult to them by showing up as 3.
Could she have not mentioned that before we left?
I know, right?
She
could I
says,
comms?
Yeah,
Could I comm someone to come and make us 4?
you could.
I ask her if that's okay.
She says she'll wait.
Okay. I comms and see if someone wants to make us 4, under the explanation that 3 is probably going to be offensive.
Then I will go myself.
I'm just gonna rock paper scissors if you want to do it. That's okay.
In the
No.
background over the comms, you hear I believe that Piper is saying she's got something she needs to do.
Yeah, I think what's
Okay.
saying that Piper does not want to be
Myself.
Coming from the
tempted by
security
any alcohol that
floor.
may actually be in this meeting.
Gotcha. Piper, just go back to her dormitory.
Okay. Before I leave, I tap B1 on the shoulder and I said, just keep an eye on her. And then I'll take off.
Do you want to use your speeder bike, considering it is here as well?
Oh yeah, it is! Yes, I want to use my speeder bike.
Okay, you make it into town very quickly, considering most people don't want to be run down by blades of death.
Hell yeah.
With flashing lights too.
Could that be my name?
Blades of Death.
Yeah.
You don't like Kayana anymore?
No, that's
No,
a
what you
nickname.
should do, you should get it decaled on the bike.
That's
Blades of
what I'm
Death.
saying. Yes, that'd be great.
Or you could be called Blades, the bike could be called of Death. Sorry, I'll stop being silly.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, so
That's
yeah,
right.
I'll go ahead and join.
Yes,
join that.
and so within about 2 minutes of being online with them, you pull up
Okay.
with a lot of people eyeing off the bike that they can't ride because, well, hey, only starts for you.
Yeah, that's right. 'Cause it's a fancy bike.
Makes it harder to be stolen. Unless, of course, some
Well,
dealers come along, in which case all deals are off.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically they'll need to bring a towing vehicle to pinch it.
Cool. So yeah. Join them.
And yes, and as you join them, you see Gria just turn around and start walking up the stairs.
Follow.
You walk into what appears to be a really intricate styled building. Looks like it's been here for quite a few thousand years. And there are all little face masks attached to the wall in various places. Almost a history of scent. And you find yourself before what appears to be 4 relatively old kid runs, or fights as they are, the locals are called. Each with greying hair and calm sort of look about them.
Awesome.
I guess you kind of wait for Ray to
Yeah, we are just accompanying her on her rounds, so I'm not going to dishonor her by trying to take over or anything like that.
Okay, so she steps up to them and says, as I instructed in my message to you, here are the parties involved in transporting to the island, and will be conducting a authorized cull. And
Thank you.
if you have any questions, please refer to points to Thea,
Yeah, okay.
who I'm sure is more than capable of answering their questions.
So you still want the kids here to drop them off.
So Ross, you're not on mute at the moment.
Yeah.
And says, so, off-worlder, what do you wish to do with this beast you're culling?
I believe the governor would like to take it as a trophy.
Sort of they look between each other and just go, and you filled out all the paperwork?
I believe that we are in the process of getting through the paperwork, yes.
So you see Bria pull out sheets of...
I helped to fill out the forms, so yeah, I say yes. Sorry, I forgot that from...
and put them on the
Yep.
table for them. They look at it, sniff it, have a close inspection of it, and they say, well, seems to have all been marked correctly.
Smells all right then.
Smells fine. Don't have any lingering doubts here.
Let's say no.
No, it says they don't have any lingering doubts here.
Okay, awesome. Is there anything else that we need to do?
No, you've filled out all the paperwork as required, marked it accordingly, and shown proper respect.
Would that then be it then? Would we leave?
Oh, I believe you now have authorization.
Awesome. I thank them with as much respect as I think that I can, being another worlder. And probably being incredibly disgustingly smelly to them. And as long as there's no indication from Greya that there is more to do, we leave.
Okay. So then she heads off to the other side of the city, where there is a small little shuttle pad, where you can see lots of different shuttles parked in their own little pad. And each of them are some sort of transport vehicle.
Booking a shuttle then?
You can see her arguing with the person there about how many shuttles are needed, when they need the shuttles for, the fact that they'll have to call the shuttles back because while the shuttle's in the area, either the shuttle will be attacked and brought down, or they won't see the creatures at all. So either you provoke the predator and the predator is good enough to take the ship down, or you don't actually see it.
How big is the predator?
3 meters.
It's 3 meters in length with a 3 meter span of each of its wings.
Think flying manta ray.
So it would be about 7 meter from tip to tip of its wings.
Yeah, I think a flying stingray that got Steve Irwin.
But this one doesn't do piercing damage.
No, it doesn't do any piercing damage.
Well, thank goodness.
And no poison.
That's true.
I can add that if you like.
No. That's
Very good.
No,
Good
so,
one.
you end up having a hearing discussion about favorable times for migrations. The fact that most of the herds are doing fairly well at the moment. Most of the jammers haven't been over depopulating their main food source. But culling a few along the island chain is always something that they try to do. So when they can sell that to off-worlders for a premium, that's always worthwhile. You think that their markup is probably about 3,000 or 4,000% of what they normally.
Governor's plane, I don't care.
Yeah. But you can also see that Gree is not really arguing with the prices because, well,
Governor's pay.
Can we understand the?
they're all speaking in basic.
Yep. Okay. I just observe, see if there's anything that I can pick up that would be useful in my future interactions with the war fights.
But you do notice that every time you approach a single or any group of war fights that's less than 4, they always seem to defer to you.
Me?
Your group.
Okay. Yeah.
So anything that's not a group of 4 gets out of the way of a group of 4.
I see. Oh, that's interesting to know. Good thing you came along.
Yeah. Pretty handy.
So are we renting shuttles in or hiring or something?
She's paying upon return,
Okay.
but putting a deposit down.
Okay.
Basically saying you don't get paid until we get brought back.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Because, paying someone up front, not a good idea.
Not a good idea when they can just lead you to a bunch of things.
I absolutely agree with this plan.
And she has on good authority that the money's available as it's in her account.
Fair enough. Yep.
And she's not giving it to them until she gets back.
I would go with this. It sounds like a wise deal. Are we getting 1 or 2?
You're getting 2 with the amount of people you're taking.
I'm sitting in my room reading my book. That's what I'm going to do while I'm waiting. As soon as I feel anyone's coming in the room, I'm coming back into sleep.
Okay. So that's where you hide your reading material under the bed? Except unfortunately the bed doesn't fold back out again because you're in one of the servants' quarters.
What?
Yeah.
Can I close the door or not?
You can't close the door. You've got little uncomfortable seats to sit on.
This is your new life, Papa. I keep saying to myself.
We'll try and make it more comfortable.
And you see that the sector ranger has this nice big plush bed that could probably fit 3 in.
Of course.
She's not here right now. You probably see her on bed.
You probably go
I
with
don't know what Papa wants to say right now. Papa's just whatever. I'll be just trying to read through the journal and just read more information.
Just remember what we told you before we left with you. You are family and we still cherish you.
Yeah.
And you're very important to us.
Yeah.
I probably would have offered my big plush bed to Kakia because she's sick.
Yeah.
So I would put Kakia at that bed.
56 person.
Yeah. Don't feel sorry for the sick person, okay?
Yeah. That's a gambling problem. Whatever.
This is the alcoholic.
I mean, grumpy alcoholic mood, yeah. I gotta go with moods. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. But anyway, that's all I'm doing while they comes back. So.
Okay.
Next thing, she heads over and tries to secure a couple of young, what she calls them krill. The look like small little sad gremlins or goblins.
I ask her about them.
She says this is the main meat of the world.
Food.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are
No
they
wonder they
similar
look
to
sad.
the lizard monkeys?
Very much look like lizard monkeys, yes. But considered more cat-like lizard monkey.
can't believe I'm writing lizard, cat, monkey, beast.
So it means that they're a cuter version.
Why do I think of Krill from another space kind of?
Deep Space Nine has Krill, yes.
I think the other one was that Family Guy one has Krill in it too.
Oh,
Possibly.
Yes,
I just think actual krill. Swim away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so we've got gonna have a whale fronting up. Oh.
Well, they've got flying manta rays, so why not flying whales?
And I'm sure like their
They did in Rebels.
manta ray mouth is just like an oval, just like that. So
I don't believe they have a picture of the flying manta ray in this
which is
one.
a shame. Like it'd be kind of cool to see a picture of it.
Because that's what the little krill look like.
God, no wonder it
they're
looks
very
sad.
sad.
Yeah, well, they're about to be eaten, so that'd be mine.
So let's see if I can get that in for Ross. You can see him on the side there.
Yeah.
Not the one with the big nose, the one with the big eyes.
Yeah, the one that's got the sad face.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would want to eat that.
Yeah, I'm having.
It's the whole big eye thing.
She
Humans
says,
and their morals.
we got a couple of juvenile ones. It's not too hard to make them distressed. In which case, we should have plenty of the jammers coming in trying to consume distressed krill.
Fair enough.
Kayana would be okay with it.
So what, the distressed will give off some pheromones or something like that? Or
They do, which is why artificial ones don't work as well.
Okay.
The inexperienced person brings the artificial ones along and just don't work as efficiently. Plus, afterwards, the krill meat is a good meal. Flesh not want night, she says.
Yeah. Works out.
Yeah, fair point. If you're gonna kill something, you might as well make the most of it. You know, I can't find an image of a jammer on the internet.
I don't think it exists.
No, I don't think it does. I'm like, surely the internet has one, but no.
They wouldn't, because it was not a canon creature.
They've got it in Wikipedia as a creature, but no picture in the article. Well, that's disappointing. Right, so we've organised the bait. I guess
Organised
that's
the
what
bait.
these krill are.
And they'll be delivered to the shuttles before the shuttles come and pick you up.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Or they're putting one on each ship, just in case one of the ships just happens to go down. She likes to think of backups.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you got to do that. Yes. I still got your bowl, so.
And as you're walking back to the ship, once your commander has taken her ride back to the ship,
So
can't leave it
we
there.
walk.
Can't
so
leave it out. Yeah.
As you're walking back, you pass 3 rather tall Wookiees.
Okay.
Who are,
do they look friendly?
Currently having a discussion between them as they're going past. You don't understand.
Did
what
they
they're
notice
saying.
any of us?
They seem to ignore you.
Do I know anything about Wookiees?
They're big.
They're big.
Like
They're
losing.
big.
No, does Thea know anything about Wookiees?
They're big. They're intelligent, and
Honourable.
the Mandalorian warriors have gone up against them numerous times,
Okay.
and not always won.
Yeah. I
So
can see that.
respectable.
Yeah.
Foe.
Do I know anything about them culturally? To like just wave a hi that wouldn't be offensive?
You probably know all the best places to shoot, stab, or maim.
Okay.
But that's probably where the limit of your education went.
That's not what I was intending.
Have you?
Do we know about the Trandoshan Wookiee feud thing?
No, but you do know about Transoceans. The best places to shoot, maim, injure, or kill.
Well, in that
has
case, I just
Piper
note they're
shared
present.
her stories of Warren?
Yeah,
with
would have
us?
done. Yeah.
So
You know that I
so
have.
Thea would know about Warren.
The only person that would have been D was character probably knew more.
Okay.
B1 would know 100% because it's
Yep.
a childhood friend. You've heard.
We've heard a little bit in the barracks.
I've talked about stories where Warren and I used to get up in trouble and have 3-day benders and things like that.
Oh, so we only
But
know
we
that.
may not know that Warren is imprisoned.
Or missing.
Yeah. So you mentioned that I know about Warren and my friend is a Wookiee, but you don't know much about it. But you can always call me if you want.
I comms Piper and say that I've seen some Wookiees and
Okay.
whether or not she wants to come for a walk with me and maybe say hi to the Wookiees.
Okay, so yes, the comm comes through.
Okay. Can you?
And you hear Wookiees talking in the background. They are quite loud.
I would have some good Wookiee knowledge when I'm talking once.
You sort of have a rough idea of what they're saying.
Okay.
They're basically talking about making a hit on some Imperial.
Oh,
That's important to know.
Okay. Well,
we're Imperials, aren't we?
I'm sure you just leave that open.
We
so
are
it's so-
sanctioned by
Yeah,
Imperials.
okay. Yep.
But that they sort of stop rather abruptly.
So they probably don't want us poking in their business
At which
right
point
now.
you do, while you're sitting there listening in, the others sort of notice the Wookiees are all staring at you.
I try and be nonchalant as if, I just happen to stop to talk to my comms and they just happen to be in my line of sight. So I play it cool.
Okay.
Well, basically just to ignore.
And I've got presence, so I can play it cool.
What is your character's cool?
Does my willpower or presence come into this?
There is a cool.
I've got cool, but I don't have any ranks in it yet.
No, so she only has 3 in present.
3
I've got 3 in presence and 4 in willpower, as in not screaming and running away. I think that's what willpower is.
Willpower is yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so. So you succeed in playing it cool, but your character does take 2 strain from it.
Okay.
That's better.
As you see the beads of sweat pouring, the Wookiee sort of just look at you, shrug, and walk off, picking up what appears to be some sort of sniper kit.
Okay.
Seems to be equivalent of a dart shooter.
I how loud is the comms?
Quite loud.
Hey, did you ask any of them know Warren?
Sure. I asked the people with me to wait, and I try to catch the attention of the Wookiees. And if I do, I try to greet them as respectfully as possible, and I say, my friend used to know a Wookiee called Warren, and she's looking for Warren, and we're just wondering if you've ever heard of a Warren.
That they stop, look at you, and one of them growls quite loudly.
Do I understand any Wookiee, or do you understand it through comms?
You sort of get a, what the hell? You named a Wookiee Warren? And basically, you can hear this whole lot of tirade being thrown at this person for naming a Wookiee Warren.
Can I?
And it just keeps on, this growling, rah, 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 growl.
I hold my comms up for the Wookiee to communicate. I explain, this is Piper who knows Warren and is looking for
I will
Warren.
do my best pigeon Wookiee.
Yep.
I'm fully qualified in Wookiee, and I'm just saying, hey, and I explain that he never told me his real actual name as a Wookiee, but he was happy to be known as Warren, which I know is probably very offensive. I do apologise, and I do it in best pigeon Wookiee as possible. I'm just trying to find him because I haven't seen him for many years.
Okay, so I'm going to make that a negotiation check.
Do it!
Am I able to aid?
Possibly.
I'm the
except-
one with the comms?
He's
She's the one-
talking the one. You're talking in Wookiee.
Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, yeah,
Bad.
no, that's a good point.
As I said, it's very pigeon Wookiee. I'm
This would be like me speaking Spanish.
Yeah, so that is, what is it, intelligence?
I can
Or?
sort of.
No, it's
but it
presence.
doesn't work.
It's presence.
It's like me speaking Ukrainian.
Yeah.
I can understand it, I can't
Was
speak
it?
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Negotiation.
well, I can distract him with my pose.
Yeah, I've got charm, cool. Yeah, not really. So I've got 2 presents. So.
Do you have 2 rings in it or 2?
Do you want to use a
Two
force point?
presents. 2 presents. What?
Do you want to use a force point?
Yeah, but I use it because it's warranty.
Okay, so.
Oh, like I figure this is pretty important.
It's pretty important for me. It's one of my first things on the tick list.
Well, that's why I thought I'd conjure you. 'cause-
The dart sniper weapon is that. It's just a big bowcaster.
Well, it does look like a sniper rifle that shoots darts.
Okay.
Okay, so well, at least I can take those 2 dice away. So you get 3 failures and 2 threats. Disadvantage. With your over the comms, with it cutting in and out mid conversation.
Yeah, I think
And-
we've just had the comms destroyed.
And next thing you know, you're getting from the other side that the Wookiees have just walked off on you, insulted.
Like, man, what do you mean? Just because we're Wookiee, think we know all each other? That's not how that works.
You might have gotten a few words confused when you're trying to say it because that you don't have the right mouth structure for pronouncing Wookiee.
Especially over conversation. I'm going, yeah, that went well. Okay, see ya. I'll see you back when you get back.
I'm making a mental note to learn Wookiee. Just in my
And
downtime.
don't get
I think it's going to be important, considering our quest is going to
Learn from Piper.
So Piper's going.
No, I'm going to try and get lessons from a more.
Yeah, because I've got no kind of sense of what happens. I'm going, oh, that went well. I go, oh, see you when you get back, and I turn off the comms.
Yep.
Martin.
Yep. What happened?
B1 uses his finest Google Translate to figure out what Piper actually said.
But he didn't say that. So I'm not saying that.
But the comms could have gone through him.
Oh, damn it. He said, damn it.
And so yes, you think he was trying to say my friend Warren, where he said my slave Warren, and he said my slave who I named Warren, because I never learnt his name.
Piper thinks.
B1 pipes up over the comms. Hey, Piper! Piper, do you know what you actually said?
Turn my comms off now, so.
Yeah, click, and then the comms inside the room come on.
What?
Piper! Piper!
Yeah?
I control the comms!
he's in
yeah,
the ship.
Right. Yeah, well, what's
Piper,
wrong?
do you know what you actually just said?
Yeah, I said this.
No, you didn't.
So what's
You said that Warren was your slave and you named him Warren.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
I laughed a lot when you said it.
Cool. We're not going to talk to Wookiees on this planet again. Gotcha.
So,
Good idea.
just hopefully this didn't do a holo projection. It was just straight radio.
It was
Audio.
radio.
Yeah, that's why I'm happy with it. I wasn't there. Sorry for your character being never been like Wookiees ever again.
I'm sure I can make it up till once I learn how to speak Wookiee myself.
Yeah. Cool. You know that.
You guys should really watch what you say. You might offend someone.
That's how you roll the R's.
Hang on. Didn't you teach me how to speak Wookiee as a kid?
Yeah, shows what you learned, dumbass.
I did everything.
Ow. Just ow.
Yeah. Thanks. You were a great nanny, weren't you? With a sarcastic note on that end of it.
Not my fault you're dumb.
Oh, ouch.
I mean, essentially, wouldn't it be your fault that he's dumb if you didn't
Yeah.
teach him right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
I know, I taught her exactly how I wanted to teach her.
Yeah, the wrong way.
What? How to get her arms ripped off by a Wookiee?
Click,
And yet, she doesn't have her arms ripped off.
click, 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 click.
Only because she's not there in person.
Hey, dumbass, I literally control the comms.
I'm going to find a place where there's no comms. A storage cabinet. Yeah.
Okay, you got into the storage cabinet. You can still hear it because it's only been turned up.
Yeah, and somebody else's personal communicator gets turned up as well.
Mine?
No.
No,
And it's literally anyone's.
Pipe is
Anyone
now
who
on
literally
that.
controls your comms.
Bloody droid.
So you're getting this really big
I
echoing
heard
noise
that.
in the cabinet.
Good.
I heard that too.
Is there any noise coming out of my comms?
Yes, you're hearing Piper's muttering in the
I say, B1,
Yeah.
could you please stop talking over my comm? You can say whatever you like to Piper, but right now I'm trying not to get us all killed, and I would like to get back to the ship safely.
You know the only reason your comms are working is because I let them work, right? I make them work.
Absolutely. I do. I respect your level of experience with technology.
Yeah,
Yes. Placate me, meat sack. Placate me.
Absolutely. If you'd like me to kiss your iron ass, I will.
I don't have an ass.
Yes.
Whatever your equivalent
Also-
is.
Even if it was, it wouldn't be made of iron.
No, it's a shiny butt.
Yeah, okay,
My
shiny
kid-
butt.
Yep.
Shiny metal.
Well done, Ross. I
Yep.
gotcha.
Sorry.
Chrome his butt.
Kiss
Aphasia.
my shiny metal ass. I mean butt.
But,
Okay, so yes, it doesn't take you guys too long to return to the ship.
I'm stuffing whatever I can at you so I don't get any more comms. Crap from the droid. So, yeah. I don't call it B1. I call it the droid now because B1's a nice thing to turn for.
Well, that's weird.
Rude from the droid. Anyway, so go ahead.
Good, so yes, you return, and you find that you've still got another day to yourself. You got about half a day before the day finishes, and then probably most of the morning till the governor's ready to leave.
have I done all the preparations I can possibly do for the hunt?
Gria thinks so.
Yep.
Though she's a bit worried about who the Wookiees are hunting because you appear to be the only Imperial she knows on planet at the moment.
I expressed that concern too, and asked her if she understood any Wookiee.
Yeah, she understood the insult of your friend, so
Yeah.
she actually thought it was rather pointed.
As far as I knew, she spoke Wookiee a lot better than that.
I'm starting to like this person right now. Yeah.
I think it might be a wise plan for me to learn Wookiee.
She says, never try to speak it, you can never get it right.
No, I just want to understand it.
Oh, she understands it perfectly. She cannot pronounce for anything. Every time she talks, she sounds like your friend did over comms.
I just want to understand it because I'm sure most Wookiees are intelligent enough to know basic. So as long as
they understand
I
basic.
can talk to them in basic and they can talk back to me in Wookiee, that I feel that would work.
That depending on how much they like you, they either pretend they can't hear or they rip your arms off.
Yeah, I prefer option number one, but you know.
Yeah, she prefers that one too, so she's very careful how much she talks to them. She is a bounty hunter, and Wookiees are currently a premium bounty.
Noted.
Yes, she doesn't approve of hunting Wookiees, but she's a bounty hunter.
Well, this is one of the reasons why I wouldn't mind learning Wookiee. Can I use any of my downtime to learn Wookiee, or should I be taking... I should probably make the most of Gria being here and talking to her about her art.
Well, it'll probably take you many weeks to learn the basics of Wookiee.
Okay, so because I'll have limited access to Gria, I'll concentrate on that, but I'll enroll or whatever I need to do for a Wookiee class. Practice it at night.
B1 does one.
So she comes onto your ship to go through a strategy again to say that you're all happy with of sitting around the Krill who will be putting out the distress call.
Yeah, so basically, them in the middle, us surrounding, waiting for it.
So, what's the rules of engagement?
If you see it, kill it.
She goes, yes, though also make sure you've got the shot before you take it because you want to let everyone else know that it's there. If you just shoot, by the time we turn, it can be gone.
Oh, no, it's not that. I'm just saying, is the basically the governor wanting to be the one who puts the final shot in, or he's just there just for the spectacle?
She doesn't really care. She's been paid to make sure creatures taken down, and she doesn't want to risk her own life for the sake of some big game floozy who doesn't really understand which end of the creature's dangerous.
I say to Khalid, I'm pretty sure that we can just pretend it's alive and tell the governor to shoot it, and then say he made the killing shot.
Yeah.
So I put my hand up while she's talking. So we shouldn't stun it first, or we just going for the straight kill?
If you stun it, it may still kill you.
Gotcha. Turn off my stun setting on my gun.
Go for kill.
Because my gun has a stun setting.
Yep.
So I was like, gotcha.
And we'll be taking 2 shuttles. She recommends half your group go in each shuttle.
Yep.
Putting a creature in each shuttle in case one of the shuttles has a accident, which does happen. She intends to dress the governor up as one of his aides.
That's a good idea.
So his aides will be split onto both shuttles.
Smart.
I presume aside from
actually being dressed up as the governor.
No, she says it's better to have them not know which one's which.
Yeah,
Then go. There's 2 governors because they'll just try to shoot both ships down. This way, they have a 50-50 chance of picking the right ship. And if there's enough forces to take 2 shuttles down, we may as well not go. Because the shuttles are unarmored and they do not have any weaponry.
Are they like the barges from Return of the Jedi?
No, they are fully enclosed.
I know
so we're not going to be in the shuttles?
You are going to be in the shuttles, but
Why
it's
are we
going to
going
drop
to
you off.
be in the shuttles when they're fully enclosed?
Well, to be inside the shuttle that's fully enclosed means that you're in like a car is fully enclosed.
Yes.
So the shuttles take you from one side of the planet to the other.
So, but we're not going to be hunting from inside the
No.
shuttles.
The
Yeah.
shuttles are not going to stay there
Yeah, that's what I...
Yeah, they drop us off and then come back.
because it's.
That's why I was wondering why... Yeah.
Okay, it's fine.
And it's leaving you there until
Until we
until they call.
radio and get them to come back and get us.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
It's the governor's idea.
Well, it's also the way of limiting the
I was going to say,
technology
that's
that
how you
can
can make
track
sure
you.
that you can but
I presume, aside from Gaia, I'm the most experienced at killing animals. So I should probably be in one group or Grey's in the other group, even though I'd much rather be in Grey's group. I'm too honourable to...
I was about to raise a hand and then realised probably not killing right now.
Sorry, what's that? Probably
You
not.
mentioned my killing right now. So.
Your ability to kill?
Yes.
Creatures.
I'm
Well, it's a creature.
Yeah.
You didn't say whether it had to be human or not.
Yeah, no, I was saying in terms of hunting beasties,
Oh, beasties. Oh.
I would be the one most experienced at hunting beasties in our group.
Do you not shoot one of those rats in that other place?
Not an apex predator.
But Thea likes, you know, she gives a gentle pat to Parker, and like, it was a good shot though. You know. And I'm like, yeah, it was like this big, and I like make it wider. Like it was like so
And you do remember seeing the pictures of how big this creature is? It's bigger than the shuttles you're flying in.
I play that down.
I'd still go, sure you don't want me to be one?
We still definitely want your fighting skills.
Yeah, Piper's bombs suddenly stopped working.
Of course I do.
Apparently you've run out of juice. Every time you hit the on button, it just comes on and dies.
Drops off.
I'll give everyone that. True.
I'm sure. I could do with some, otherwise I'll eat more
Do you
of
want
it.
a snack or me? I can get you like a yogurt, or I can get you like coffee.
And so yes, you've seen pictures of how this thing looks, and the fact that it is quite devastating when it gets in close, because most people are blinded by it, because the majority of people on this planet rely on their sense of smell to see.
Oh, so it gives off some type of noxious gas.
It does, and unless you're wearing a breath mask, it will knock you out.
Ooh, luckily I've got a
You guys really should have made friends with the Wookiee with the giant sniper rifle. That was dumb.
And yeah.
Yeah, no, okay. Very luckily I'm going. Yeah. Rather be helping out the comms, but yeah. You know, was it, water rats are better. It's like, you can get those easy.
Yes, I'm sure womp rats are far more better, Gria says. And then she says, what's a womp rat?
Yeah, womp rats don't grow to 7 meters.
What rats are they? Or
They're about 2 meters.
Yeah.
they're about, I'll say 3 meters. Little things, ugly as hell.
They're not
Deserve to be
3
shot.
meters. Sounds
One
like you're
one-eyed
getting your
was 3
womp
meters.
rats.
It was the
I
baddest
think
one
you're
I've
getting your
ever seen.
womp rats
I'm
confused.
lying out of my ass, by the way. I'm pretty sure Gary agreed this is.
She just pats your shoulder and says, whatever you tell yourself to make you feel better. I'm sure things look so much bigger when you've only got a small little pea shooter to shoot it with.
I do ask her. I pull some
Oh, that's right.
bowlers out. Will bowlers work on these things?
Quite possibly, if you can pull it down, but it is mostly powered by gas and its wings. So it never actually has to touch the ground. But it can go along the ground quite fast.
Okay.
It's faster than the average person on the ground and twice as fast in the air.
Is the gas flammable?
No, it's inert. Which
Oh,
is
good.
which is one of the most annoying parts of these creatures, is it's almost impossible to take them out quickly. Sounds nice.
I can tell you right now, there's no TPK tonight. I hokey pokeyed him.
There you go.
Can't squeeze it.
So
Oh.
basically you need
Are there any
Vehicle
specific weak
mounted
spots
weapons to take them down.
to shoot at?
She says yes. The creature's a big weak spot.
The whole creature.
Yeah.
It is one of those creatures. Even if you put holes in it, can still outfly you.
Oh.
They.
So aim for its brain.
She can't quite tell you where the brain is because she's never been successfully able to take it down in less than 20 shots.
Fair.
Because most of the time she can't hit the thing.
That's fair.
And very few people want to get close enough to be blind. Because she herself
Would
suffers
become-
from the racial blindness in
Yep.
proximity to it.
Okay.
Good to know.
She does recommend melee weapons because at some point it will close in.
Got it. Got a
I'm so
sword.
happy I got my gaffy.
And they are extremely cunning and vicious creatures. So if you wound it and it gets away, it will make your life hell.
Cool.
None of the transports they've got on planet can outrun them.
So luckily none of us are called Ahab.
I try to do a pretend gulp. Okay. I look at my combat knife going, wish you were bigger.
Well, she says it's not the size of the knife that's important, it's how you use it.
Do you want to borrow a vibro knife instead?
No. I'm going to be the range person. I'm going to got my slug and my bullet blaster. I'm just going to. I don't think I'm a. Oh, hang on.
Wasn't your blaster a holdout pistol?
No, I've got a light blaster pistol and a slug thrower pistol. Because I didn't upgrade, I didn't swap it in. So, and hang on, I'm just going to check. I should be in melee because I've got melee 1 or 2, but I haven't got any knuckles. So yeah, but it's okay. I'm not really keen to get close to this creature. Really, I'm not that kind of person. So.
Okay. So each of you has your pack that has been prepared by Betty.
Yep.
Thank you, Betty.
Oh, Betty.
Oh, she's not here. She prepared it before you
She
left.
is awesome.
but that's good. Gotta thank her later.
I make also a note to thank her later. Possibly some sort of gift that she will enjoy, just something small.
I'm sure you can ask her to pick one up for her.
No, I'd rather do it myself.
I know, I'm just teasing.
It's the effort and the thought.
It's almost the common joke when you have an aide is the aide picks up the present for themselves.
God, I wouldn't do that to her.
You would. It would be rather rare for that to happen, that the boss actually picks up something for
So
you.
before we go out, ready to go, in the canteen, which is a canteen area here,
Yep.
can I find a little bottle of something that might help me get through this thing?
Yes, you find a small thing of Carillion whiskey, which is fairly rare because I normally do Carillion ales, and the Carillion whiskey is dated about 200 years old from the governor's personal stash.
I would have walked in and make sure no one was around me.
Mm-hmm.
I expect
And over the comms you hear your comm that had been power down, powers up, and you hear B1.
getting,
What are you doing, Piper?
I'm getting the drink for just getting things prepared for the hunt.
No.
Just no.
No, but
Just no.
I just thought I'd just make sure I've got a bottle of water or something.
No.
Here's a bottle of water.
Piper.
B1's
I
probably
am not
packed the
dumb.
water already.
I didn't say you were dumb. I'm just saying that I don't know why you need to.
A screen flashes up near you where you can see yourself reaching for the whiskey.
Look, I'm a little bit stressed now, okay?
I don't care.
But somebody else said it was okay. Maybe soften.
Piper, I have to keep you alive. That doesn't mean I have to make sure that your arms are still attached.
Yep.
Why do you take
You
it to the
need enemies
extremes?
when you got friends like these.
What? See, I thought we discussed this when I was a child that we didn't have to take things to two extremes, but okay.
You mean like your alcoholism?
Look, I appreciate the bluntness, but sometimes can you just rein it back a bit occasionally?
No.
I don't think B1 has a diplomatic protocol.
I put it back. Make sure he says I put it back. Show my hands. Okay. Pick up a bottle of water. Say, see, this is water.
And he shows it to
hand
you.
any second now.
It is water trademarked from the Calamari planet, which has about 50% alcohol content.
Do I know that?
It's on the label.
Okay, I'll put that back down. It's in the say B1 Center, and I'll look for a bottle of just water.
They don't have just water in his bar.
Hey, dumbass, you're in a bar. Leave.
I'm in a cantina.
His cantina is his bar. That's what he calls his personal
go
Is
stock.
back.
there water anywhere for those of us who don't drink? Alright, where do we find that water?
You've got, each of you has
In your
in your backpack.
Okay. I presume B1 might advise you of water in your backpack.
No, in B1.
Yeah, no, not right now. Not yet. Yeah,
Later.
Just leave that. Leave that. I'm
He's gonna drop the mic on you.
As you walk out, the bars like come on and a little disco music starts playing.
Oh, shut up.
What time of day is it?
It's coming on midnight.
Okay,
It's
so
3 o'clock.
I'm
do
going
we
back to.
realise she's not in bed?
She's up and about all hours of the night normally anyway, and she's also got the peasants' quarters of the ship.
Okay, alright, fair enough.
Normally reserved for droids and very low-ranking staff. Hence the beds that aren't available during the day.
I'm going to stretch my bed back out so I can go to sleep. Yeah.
It comes out just before midnight. And then it folds back in again after 6.
This is not going to be good.
So B1 radio is literally any other member of the party.
Mhm.
Pick one, you can have fun. And says, one of you please grab some of that alcohol, the good stuff, the really good stuff, and hide it and keep it.
Okay.
Okay, so you get Kisley who...
Yeah.
It wasn't really good.
Oh. I'll
Well,
go ahead. I'll have a small bit of it.
So this requires stealth on that. Well,
Does it?
I'm good at
And
that.
I've gone back to my room, so.
Well, you already have someone who has a bottle of it.
Yeah, Kayana's already got a bottle of like the special stuff?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Piper's home brew. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll do. Well, I mean, does B1 know that?
Possibly.
I tell B1 that I'll have that.
Yeah,
I'll have
he
that
told
with me.
B1 like a session or two ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so then B1 says, wait, are we in the same spot now, or are you guys away?
They're on the same spot. They're about to rest for the night and get up in the morning and start loading shuttles.
Okay, B1 sneaks into the room, hits Piper, not literally, but hits Piper with a medical scanner. Doesn't actually hit her, but you know what I mean. And just checks her vitals.
I'm sound asleep.
Okay, her vitals show that she is having unusual dreams. High heart rate, perspiration.
Fabio?
Wow. PG.
B1 kicks
I
the
just
kicks
had
the
a
bed,
name.
Piper up.
You did
The bed folds in and Piper drops to the floor.
What? What is sleep? Here's what I'm going to sleep.
Sit down and calm down. Stop being aggravated. Calm down.
Yeah, she kicked the bed away. She was like, "You
What?
need to calm
I'm
down."
asleep. What are you doing?
Piper, sit down in that chair.
You sit on the uncomfortable chair.
Alright. You know you're a pain in the ass at the moment. I'm just going to say
Stop talking. Calm down. I need you to be calm.
So what is Piper thinking? Uncalm thoughts?
I'm thinking what I'd like to do to a droid with a mechanical wrench right now.
Okay, so you see the blood pressure is starting to rise on your scanner.
Piper, I will sedate you if I have to. Now calm down.
That might not be a bad idea.
Now I have to take a couple of deep breaths to go.
Okay, so now you actually get to make a check.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Piper's scanning you with a medical. B1's scanning you with a medical scanner.
I'm going to give you a discipline check, which uses willpower.
Discipline check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not in the same room, are
Nope.
we? No, I can't help you.
Discipline, which is a what?
Willpower.
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 2. Yeah. Willpower to a no skill.
No skill. So against 3. Because you are, a little high-headed at the moment. And apparently, I think I'd say you lost your top. With 2 failures.
Oh my goodness.
I grind my teeth.
Take that as you will.
Okay.
You've just been woken up rather rudely by the droid, who's telling you to be
Piper,
calm.
your irritability is affecting my scan. Stop being irritated.
You
What
just
was that?
woke me out of a sound
Sorry,
sleep
you know.
when I was trying to just get a good sleep before we go for a hunt, and you expect me to be calm when you kick me. My bed's folded up over there. You kick me off. What do you expect me to do?
Be calm so I can do your medical scan properly. You were thinking about you were making some sort of weird noises and sweating and at elevated heart rate while you were sleeping. Usually when I scan you, you're asleep. You don't know about it.
Even when you take blood samples.
Would I know what I was dreaming about or not?
Probably. It was this fantastic thing. You're getting right up to this really interesting point and got woken up.
Oh. I do a look going.
Yeah, you probably blush too, I'd be
I
guessing.
blush. I go, can I just wipe my face over a little bit? And
Piper, the capillaries in your face are dilating. What's going on?
You're feeling really, red at the moment.
you know that time when I was 16, my first boyfriend?
Which one? You told him.
It's Barry.
Not Dave.
Okay, Barry.
Oh, that they were your first boyfriend.
You know when I was feeling a bit unwell and you said I had some medical issues? I might have had that same thing again, when I was... Maybe? Look, if you have to sedate me, so be it. Just get it over and done with, please.
Oh, gross. Oh, what kind?
I think you've just made the droid like.
Sex is disgusting. Here, just stick it down.
I think that's exactly how B1 sounded too.
Yeah.
I think B1's vocabulary is having trouble. He's so excited.
Yep. Yep.
That's so
Yeah.
great.
That's exactly what just happened.
And you see the biggest needle come out.
Oh.
Close my eyes and go.
Whoa.
Please no.
Whoa.
I close my eyes and go. I
That's
in my
messed
mind
up.
I go. Why did we get this droid for our family? In my mind, that's like me. I go. Yeah, I'm just closing my eyes, greasing, expecting what I know what's going to happen. I've been through this before. When
B1 prepares a microdose of the Piper's own homebrew, and very abruptly injects Piper with a small amount of homebrew.
Okay, so suddenly everything clears. All you're looking, feeling on top of the world.
You don't want to sleep right now?
You're all sort of pumped and energized for the day.
Might
And
have
you're
saved that for the morning.
But look, you know, I know you don't like being gentle when you do this, but can you occasionally just not just thrust the needle in? I was going to say thrust it in.
Dangerous waters.
Okay, I know where you are. Yeah. Okay.
Now, go to bed. Rest.
I'll try to pull my bed apart.
Currently, the bed is in the locked position.
Can you help me with my bed? Did this?
B1 chuckles as he leaves the room.
Well, you're not going to make her sleep on the floor.
Bastard.
Aren't you supposed to keep her alive?
I do say bastard and nothing that he hears me. So.
I heard that.
Well, you deserve it.
You're not wrong.
Your bed power's down, so you can't even unlock it.
This sucks.
Can I get my pillow or not?
No, it's in the bed.
Is there anything I can use for just a pillow to sleep on the floor?
No, there's a really uncomfortable seat.
B1 spends a moment interfacing with the ship systems to try and unlock the bed.
Maybe that's why it went dead.
Ah!
So it comes good again eventually.
You're sitting there watching.
B1 will use the computing skill if he has to.
You will.
Yeah. And when I do get back to bed, in my
They're
mind,
gonna roll.
I'm going. I swear it was so much better without this big one. But in my mind, not talking to anyone, not talking to anyone.
Okay, so let's see.
You might end up sleeping outside the ship.
I'm not sleeping.
Yeah, careful, yeah.
So our BB droid ended up with 3 strain from trying to interface with the ship's computer. Apparently,
Not a baby droid.
B1.
B1 droid. The strain of trying to tell it to unlock the system has disabled it for the night.
Oh no.
So it's been shut down.
Is there kind of not a bucket seat kind of thing in the cantina?
Oh, there's a nice plush lounge in there.
I'm going to go in there and sleep on there.
Okay, you go in there, the disco music starts.
If I can find something just like a sheet or something to just cover my face, I can get half asleep.
Yep, you grab this flag off the wall.
Maybe a cushion might be a better
No,
choice.
okay, not a flag, but I'm looking for something. I'm not that silly. I'm not. Well, I am Piper. I'm not that silly. Okay, so.
There's this what really looks like this plush rug.
No, I'm not silly yet. I'm looking for something.
I know what it is! It's a Wookiee!
Yeah, I know. I'm looking for just say like a little pillow or something.
Okay, so you find a bar stool that's loose and pull it off.
Yeah, okay. And I'm just saying, you can go. Never had this much problems when he was away. And I say, but I was more thinking about that because I know he's everything at the moment, and I really haven't got time to. I can't get away from him right now. So I try to get as much.
Yeah, you come pipes up. It never felt so good.
A lot of things going in my mind when I go and sleep.
And you sleep to all this upbeat music.
You do, so, you know.
Well, it's almost like douche movie music as well. So
Yeah,
all blood pumping music.
It reminds me of those days when I used to go for benders. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, well, that's me for the rest of the night. Yeah.
Okay, so morning rocks around rather quickly for some, less for others.
Some people have to wake me up out of the camp now.
I will go look for Piper.
You look in Piper's room. She's up early this time. You're not sure why.
She's in a room?
No.
No.
Okay,
Not
so
in a room,
I'll
but,
go looking for wherever Piper is.
You hear the sound from the cantina of its music playing, and of course that's where Piper is, passed out on a couch.
She's sleeping?
Snoring away.
Okay.
You've seen that position many a time.
Time to get up and go? Is it?
Well, the shuttles are about to arrive for you to start loading.
I gently nudge her.
The seat retracts. No, just kidding.
I quietly say, Piper!
Oh, hey.
It's time to get up, I'm sorry.
What a night.
You can still hear the music going.
Can we sleep with the shuttle?
There's a pile of empty bottles around you.
I didn't do that. I swear I didn't do that.
I told you you're an alcoholic.
Did she do it?
Did she? Do you remember? You had this great dream.
Either that or someone's messing with her mind.
Reminds you of your youth. I'm going out on benders.
Let's just get the shuttle.
I diplomatically ignore all the empty bottles because we've got to get on a shuttle.
Each one looks to be an expensive label.
I still diplomatically ignore all the bottles and shuffle Piper.
I think that's really it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just go.
Yep.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so the schedule is you get a few hours to load and prepare the shuttles to make sure you're happy with it.
If I don't have to load them, I won't. Yeah.
B1 briefly prepares a report on the medical effects of alcohol on Piper's system. Makes a very brief plot summaries, dot points, and gives it to our callous leader.
So it basically shows the more alcohol Piper takes, the better she performs. And the long-term effects of Piper without alcohol seems to be a breakdown of her genetic structure.
Does B1 do it in front of me or not?
No, it's just submitted digitally.
Okay. And it seems the only way to keep her genetics intact is to continually feed her alcohol.
I send a message, I guess either private message or whatever, back to B1. Continuing to monitor, because this is a bit of a mystery to me as well.
B1 replies, I do what I want.
I figured that would be the reply.
Yeah, if people pack in, I'll go, oh, look like you got this, and I'll just find a seat in there and just sit down because I'm still a bit tired.
So I would make sure all my crew is loaded before finding the governor's assistant to making sure that the governor is able to leave on time.
You see Piper's found a seat already.
Hopefully not the governor's.
I don't know.
She picked a seat on the normally where the pilot sits.
Normally where the pilot sits?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
Well, it is Piper after all.
Piper would belong in the pilot seat, so.
Anything else?
So yeah, Piper's once Piper realised that she's in the wrong seat, she just looked at Kes's character go. Should I be sitting here?
Well, it's got all the controls. The power.
He's got somebody to do this stuff. He doesn't need me to.
Do we have a pilot?
They have to take the shuttles away.
Okay. I tell Piper to sit in a place off to the side, but where she can welcome others on board.
You're the welcoming committee.
Yes, that is your duty today.
Welcome to Fantasy Island.
I give Cat Kid Cat Kid's gonna stay on the ship, and I suppose I would.
What's the trouble if want to borrow Cat Kid's gun?
Yeah, I would have Ross make sure that he has Cat Kid's gun.
That's if it actually works for me.
That's if it works. That's what
You haven't
we have
checked
to
it. You haven't managed to check it yet because you don't want to fire it near the city.
Yeah, we don't want to fire it in the city.
Would it
so.
note on Cat Kid's
Possibly.
Would he? Yeah.
You could have asked the mechanical guy.
Yep, that's true.
Well, that's the thing.
We could ask the mechanical guy.
We could.
But we
And he'd
just,
give you just as honest an answer as you would with a medical assessment.
Oh. Yeah. No, that's true. I didn't say it was a
I
bad
thought
thing.
this was PG.
Let's not talk about prosthetics.
We didn't say it was a. We just said it was a needle. We didn't say any further about it. So.
I think it would be on that sheet.
That's what he-
That was just a blaster rifle, wasn't it? So,
This is a heavy blaster rifle.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Because I remember for the one bounty, it was bio-locked. I just don't know now that we're official rangers if it is.
I believe you'd gotten that weapon picked up elsewhere, unless
I
you
think
checked it
so.
out.
I think he would have checked it back in.
So yeah, that one wouldn't be bio-locked, and the mods wouldn't be put on yet because no one's actually put them on.
Because we
It takes
haven't
time.
taken the time to do it.
He's got the mods, but he hasn't put them on.
Okay.
So it's a heavy blaster rifle.
Okay.
So Cumbersome 3. If you don't have Brawl 3, you get
I've got Brawl 3.
yeah. Then you can hoist the weapon. It's a heavy weapon.
What upgrades do they have that they haven't installed yet?
A 3-point sling, a bipod mount, and a telescopic optical sight.
If anyone's happy to install those while you guys are asleep.
Okay. Though they do require checks.
Oh yeah. Is it mechanics?
It is mechanics.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Just looking up the difficulty. Been a while since I've actually done the upgrades. No, actually, there's no check to actually put on the thing. The check is to upgrade the thing beyond the original. So yes, you would be able to have clicked them all into place.
Oh, cool.
Yep, while you guys are sleeping, you will install the upgrades and service the weapon.
Cool, cool, cool.
Okay, so it's now easier. It's light enough for anyone to carry in the group.
Okay.
With the sling.
So it's got a sling.
It's got a sling, a bipod mount.
If anybody is a light sleeper, you see B1 doing like some weird Predator, Arnold Schwarzenegger imitation of like, ah!
Okay. I would consider myself a light sleeper due to my job.
I would be sound asleep.
Well, you're in the disco room.
Yes, I wouldn't know either.
The disco inferno.
Pretty much.
And you said, well, it had a sight as well, did it?
Yes, it has a telescopic optical sight.
Yeah.
So yes, as you've got the gun prepared for them in the morning, Piper's on greeting duties.
Hey, how you going?
So you've been turned into the automatic door.
Hey, welcome.
You see many people come in and go.
Hey, it's gonna be a good day today. It's good fun.
And you do notice
I was
that
once an adventurer like you until I took an arrow to the knee.
as you see one of them bring in a case of champagne.
Hey, this is gonna be a good day.
As well as caviar and other foods.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, we're going full class here.
Where did they get the caviar?
Just a second. Are all our survival equipment on the shuttles?
Not yet.
I pause the loading of the ship and reorder the priority and put the air things on. And if anyone argues with me, I explain as politely as possible that you can't eat caviar if you're dead.
And where did they get the caviar from?
From the ship itself, because the governor brought his staples.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't object to the caviar and champagne, I just want all the survival and tactical gear on
Who's on my
first.
shuttle?
Apparently, you've got Diana,
Yep.
who basically gets the entire shuttle unloaded in front of you and reloaded.
I just load all the tactical gear first, and I make sure it's happening on both shuttles.
You should take the champagne out.
Yeah.
I bring it back.
Actually, you should have put the tactical gear on last so that you could get it on first.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
Yeah. So when you do that, B1 using his leadership skills, it's literally on paper. He very discreetly radios you and tells you that perhaps it's better to put the tactical gear on last.
Let's just say I make sure that before all the champagne and caviar is put on, that all the tactical gear will fit, and then pack it in the priority of survival gear and tactical gear, the most handy, and the food and things like that, the least handy.
Well, they were packing in the least handy stuff first.
Well, it sounded like they were bringing like way too much, and you said last game that Greer was going for as lightly packed as possible, so I'm just making sure that happens.
Okay. The person pulls out saying, well, we cut back on the 4 boxes of champagne to 1. And he starts showing you the whole list of nearly every item got crossed out by Greer.
Fair enough, if Greer's approved it, I'm fine.
And Greer basically doubled her fee on the fact that he had to bring champagne and caviar with it.
Yeah, fair enough. If Greer's okayed it, then I don't have any objection.
It's very cool. I'm going. I know. When you come on and off, I keep greeting you because I'm just doing one of those moves. So.
You keep what?
Greedy.
Greedy. Oh, welcome. Welcome back. Oh, you're coming back here. Oh, welcome.
I pause. Are you okay, Papa?
I'm super.
Right, not believing you right now. So let's try this again. What's wrong?
Nothing.
B1 discreetly pipes up on your comms. Piper's medical evaluation is above nominal. She's fine.
I agree that while Piper might be physically fine, I'm a little bit concerned about her mental health.
Excuse me. You said
Piper's medical evaluation shows that she is greater than fine.
Hey, I've told the great people I'm greeting people. That's what I'm doing.
I'm
doing the best job I can here.
You are doing a brilliant job. I'm just a little bit worried about all the things that have been going on for you.
Hey!
And
We're fine on big guys. It's so fine.
I don't want you,
Hey, I'm fine. I'm good.
feeling like you're not
Hey,
a part
we're
of the
going to get this
family.
done. Hey, team. Hey.
Okay, I'll give Piper a
Fist bump.
fist bump.
Yeah, so time's going. Cool. Do you want to handle this stuff?
Sure.
Okay. Hey, welcome to the thing. Welcome to the... No, I'm doing back and forth. I'm multitasking. Right? Papa doesn't do this often, usually, no. So.
Okay, and then they bring in the saddest looking beast you can ever imagine. And it just sits and stares at Piper as they've looped it into the wall
What's
on
this
a
thing?
collar.
What's this thing?
It's the bait.
It just
On
looks
the
out.
grill.
It's a live sentient bait.
Oh.
And it knows it's bait. Therefore it looks miserable.
It's just blinking slowly at Piper.
Wow. That's, yeah. Hey, welcome.
I swear I'm going to become a vegetarian.
Oh, welcome. Hope you enjoy your trip, I say.
And
When
when
you
you
become a vegetarian in real life, and you get deprived of meat, that is your fault.
don't worry, you'll meet the plant world soon, where everything's a plant. All the sentient things are plants.
Yeah, that's fine, but do you realise if you push the sad animals too much, you may not see beef here ever again.
Oh, krill meat is a delicacy and a staple. It's just like bantha burgers.
It's true. Apparently they're delicious.
I wouldn't actually do that.
Yes, but we don't both know your fingers can twitch. You would never do it on purpose.
Making sure
It's not that he doesn't trust you. He just doesn't trust your body.
No, I don't trust my body either. Have you seen some of the shit it does?
Preferably no.
Literally, because of a finger shake, I've ordered like 10 of something instead of 1.
Or the upgraded size, where you only needed the small size.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, it takes you about an hour, but you do get the ship loaded, and then the governor is going to be another 3 hours away.
Oh, God.
Why?
Because he's still getting his preparations done.
Is there anything we can do to speed those up?
Well, firstly, he hasn't gotten out of bed yet.
Okay, is Bria aware of this?
Yeah.
It's alright, Martin.
Yes?
Through the local comm system, B1 pipes a very not so nice alarm. Wake up alarm.
Something along the lines of bam, bam.
So, okay, it goes everywhere except the governor's bedroom.
This does not sound good.
Alright, B1's gonna try that again.
Okay. You try to fight the computer?
Yes.
Okay, computer fighting entails.
It's the Matrix.
B1 is shut down.
Yup.
There is one failure. As the you don't seem to be able to connect into the governor's room. It seems to be off your circuit. You know, these luxury ships do have multiple ship systems which can be disconnected.
Is Bria around?
B1 rumbles a
Can I
lot.
check with her about
She's
the
annoyed.
timetable?
But she's not expecting the governor to be up for another few hours.
I
So
tried to give
this is part of her estimations on schedule.
B1 attempts to access the governor's door. Will it open?
No.
I tried to get in contact with whatever aid or system I was discussing with.
He sort of has that harried look of trying to make things work. Because yes, Sector Ranger, ma'am, sir,
Please.
we're morning, are we? Yes, I haven't slept for 3 days.
I
What
said,
about... Sorry.
if a message could be passed along to the governor post haste, we are ready to ship out.
Yes, he said he was leaving at noon.
Yeah.
Can I access the light system in the room?
You wish you could, yes, but it is literally on a separate grid.
Yeah, no, I was asking. Alright, what about the climate control?
No.
You can access the climate control in the hallway outside his room.
I wonder if you set off alarms all over the ship, whether that would just echo through to the governor's room.
Already did that.
Technically, he can detach his suite from the ship as a separate ship.
Oh.
Aha! Are there any droid systems on board?
Not that you know of. It hasn't been, they haven't been
Mouse droids.
communicating.
Damn it.
So I just want to make sure you know that I'm right in here. The governor is a lazy-assed, bad word for PG game. And not getting up.
B1's frustration peaks when he gets up, grabs some sort of broom handle and starts beating the door.
I feel ya. I really do.
You do hear one of the aides nearby going, I hope it works this time. Didn't work last time. Should we get him a better broom?
Is there literally no way to get into that?
Oh, there are ways, but none of the aides want to use it because they want to keep their job.
Okay, fair enough.
If the boss says I'm sleeping into a blah,
Well, if Gray has worked it into a schedule that he's going to be a bad word, edit out PG, then I'm just going to pass my time studying Wookiee.
she's looking rather bored while waiting.
I asked her if she wants to
Have
practice
we
Wookiee.
got a plan of the map of the area that we're actually going to?
So
Yeah.
B1 starts beating against the door, making really loud noises, and then every now and again he looks up there and says, No, it's pronounced not wrong. And he goes back to trying to hack through the door, trying to beat the door, make loud noises. He is quite frustrated.
Yes. Martin, I'm going to go over the map and
Yep.
look for points that will probably be advantageous for snipers.
You do have many points that are advantageous for snipers, but any place that's advantage for a sniper is also a at risk of being attacked.
No. I'm thinking of more of a third party
You know what
attacking us.
cat
Oh, there are lots of those places. No matter where you go, it is a island forest with mountains, and you're aiming for a clearing with as much space around you as possible. So that means any of the trees, the ridge line, any of those is fantastic for snipers.
I'm going to not say what I was going to say because I knew that word was going to go, so I'm going to be quiet now.
And Green has also chosen to be as far away from the water's edge as possible.
But we're still at the dock, right? We haven't even made it to the island.
Not yet.
So, if Greer's just waiting, we're waiting for...
Yeah, the ship's been fully loaded.
So, we really haven't chatted much, have we?
No, we have not.
So, how long have you been doing this bounty hunting?
About 5-10 years, give or take.
That's a lot of give or take.
I'm just making a small talk because I've done
It depends on which planet's rotation you and orbit you refer to.
Fair enough.
So,
B1 gets frustrated and then starts instructing Thayer on how to speak with you.
I'm good with that.
So, when we see this big thing, this thing,
Jammer.
Gemma, yeah. Should I just stay back and just shoot from back, or should I go right in close, or what's your recommendation?
Well, are you a stabby stab or are you a shooty shoot?
I feel like I like to do more the shooty shoot. I'm not.
Are you good at shooty shoot?
I'm not good.
Are you good at stabby stab?
I'm good at punchy usually, but I'm not.
Well,
really,
I'm not sure punchy punch is going to work as well as shooty shoot or stabby
This
stab.
is why I had concerns of me coming along here because I'm not. My more skill is more.
Drinking?
Oh, that's a burn worthy of B1.
That's fair.
I can smell it on you.
Yeah, B1 briefly stops, looks up, and just nods at her in respect and goes, man,
It's like-
teacher.
My species is known for their ability to pick up scents.
No,
And you've got about 15 different alcoholic scents on you right now.
15. Okay.
There were a lot of empty bottles around you.
Oh, 15, mate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every time you breathe, I get more. I could probably name the brands in about 5 or 10 minutes.
I kind of almost want to see her do that, but I'm learning walking.
Really?
Okay, she starts rolling off brands at the bottles that were there.
Yeah. Using my memory, when I saw the bottles around me, which was very brief, how's she going so far? Really?
Quite accurate. She's even getting the year right.
Yeah, that was it. Because of my alcoholic knowledge.
But she does point out that you probably could have gone for the better flavour than the higher alcohol content.
Okay, yeah,
This is a
gotcha.
point. A good point.
Because she prefers the nicer flavours instead of just the alcohol smell.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's an interesting way. You know, I've never thought about that.
80 proof rum will get you drunk.
So the
and
next
it
10
tastes
minutes
like
we're
crap.
discussing what I've been drinking and the smells that she's getting off of me. Because I'm just waiting for stuff to happen now because I've done my greeting and while I would like to talk to the little krill thing again, I really...
It doesn't talk. It
I
just
don't
stares at you.
And while we're doing that, does it always do that?
But it tastes nice.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. And she starts going through the smells and tastes of the cooking process.
Does it taste like anything else like you tasted before? Was it like a chicken kind of...
Well, it's a more gamier meal than the Bantha burgers.
Okay, yeah. Huh. Well, depends what happens today.
Also, doesn't smell as bad as Bantha burgers. Don't know if you've actually smelled them, but they don't really smell that great. And the animals they come from smell worse.
Yeah, look. I know, I talk about my Jawa bounty kind of thing. But I said, yeah, I did have a couple
No,
of...
she smelled Jawas before she doesn't like going near them.
No, but when I was there, I had some,
Almost as bad as facing one of these jammers.
Yeah, you've killed a few of these things? Or?
No, I don't do these hunts because, well, her people end up dying on them.
Oh, so you've never killed her?
she's never had to. No one's offered her enough money to do so before. So she's getting paid stupid amounts to do a stupid job.
So what, are you saying that Jawas smell worse than these things?
I know, she says these things, Jawas almost smell as bad as these things.
Okay, so I shouldn't have any problems because I have no problems with Jawa smell.
So,
Yes, but you don't smell everything about Jawas.
Okay, true.
Like she does, yeah.
So so the Wookiees that my friend saw the other day. Do you see many Wookiees around here?
Yeah, Wookiees come through because, well, they're not allowed to be enslaved here.
Out of my pocket, I've got a picture of Warren. Okay,
And you describe it as Warren?
I scrubbed it as
She
Warren.
looks at you and going, so you're the one who named your Wookiee Warren and didn't bother to find out his real name? She heard the conversation you had.
Look, I was young. It's been a while,
And you never asked him his name?
well, I didn't really speak Wookiee, and he seemed to be.
Well, he looks at it, she looks at it close and goes, you know, it's really a her, not a him.
Warren is a girl.
I'm gonna put this down there.
I think you might need to change that to Warina.
And so you can tell by various aspects of her that this was a female Wookiee.
Look at the fur patterns.
I go, what the fuck? Like, I feel just like that kind of moment. I'm saying, really? Okay.
But also fairly young.
B1 stops and starts laughing.
Oh no, you've known this because you're smart enough. I wouldn't have been smart
Yeah.
enough back then, so you would have already known this anyway. I'm going, oh, okay. So, but we're such good friends when we were young and before we went our separate ways, kind of thing. I had no idea, but we.
It was so funny. She was so irritated every time.
She never said anything.
I think this is
Maybe.
possibly B1's evil scheme.
Maybe you got confused. Maybe it's Oren, not Warren.
Yeah.
There's no W in front of it.
Is it? Look. Yeah, so definitely female then.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it's unmistakably female. You've obviously had a lot of dealings with Wookiees, I see.
We were drunk a lot, so
That doesn't mean you actually remember what you did or what they said.
no. And
why
Are
were
you
they...
actually friends with this Wookiee at all?
that's my close friend.
How
But
is
are
it
you
a
sure?
close friend if...
But I have the alcoholic issue, so I would not remember a lot of this.
And the fact that she's got a slave collar in the picture. You see that glint around the neck?
Oh, I feel really bad now. Never saw that before. I never. Oh.
So what you were saying was true.
Yeah.
So, wow.
So your family got you a Wookiee for a friend. Is this what you're telling me?
I think that might be what happened.
I think this is. What's the lot take in all of a sudden?
So no. So this
Why
is
did you drop an anvil onto a character,
Yeah,
right?
thanks, man. I had a different story than
He was really nice to you today.
I know. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Guys, you know what's funny? Hagrid never actually had any friends that had a choice in the matter.
Oh, oh my god.
You're pushing the buttons there,
Yeah,
by
oh,
the way, dude.
yeah.
From
I'm
mechanics.
not pushing the buttons,
Just
smacking
me
them
too.
down.
I never had a choice.
I know. I'm going. Wow. Okay. Next question.
Well, you did say you never actually got told her real name.
No. But how would I find her? She's a slave then. She's probably still a slave now.
Could have escaped. Maybe you helped her escape.
Hopefully.
Look, some of those years were really blurry. I'll be honest about it. I barely remember that stupid droid over there. But
I don't think he's
I wish you did.
that forgettable.
oh, he's not unforgettable. No.
After tackles.
Yeah. Maybe once we finish this hunt, I wouldn't mind knowing how I can try to. I don't know. I'm really keen to meet who is not Warren, the person formerly known as Warren, Yeah. Because they might know. Yeah.
Warren might be her slave name.
Yeah, I don't want to. How am I going to find someone who I don't know the real name of?
That was what I was wondering too.
Slave and. Wow.
Technically,
Either that, or Warren could have been the slaving
if you
company.
had... Oh, sorry.
Did B1 ever know the name of the Wookiee?
Unclear. What would David like?
That's a weird Wookiee name. Unclear.
What would David like B1 to know?
No.
In that case, then the B1 unit doesn't know the actual name.
Just a point. If you had any old clothing or items of hers, you could ask Gria to identify her smell. And you could possibly get one of these fancy smelling devices to actually track down her scent.
I pull out of a pouch, like I might have on my side, look a little bit of a fabric. Well, probably a person known as Warren, who I don't know the name of, who was a she, used to wear this bit of clothing that was somehow was the last thing I've got of her outside this picture.
So you don't have
I've got a
braid of fur or something like that?
Might have fur on it.
and I was just like, I think it's just whatever the slave thing would have been at the time. I'm going to leave this to Martin.
Friendship bracelet.
Yeah.
Maybe
Made out of fur.
A friendship bracelet. I'm going to go with that. Okay. So, but I said that's all I had, and I don't. It's been a while for a while. So whether anything's still left on it or not, I'm not sure. Maybe.
You know your dad put a tracker in that bracelet, right?
No.
Yeah, it's
just
kind
like
of useless
Warren's.
because the bracelet's on him. Her.
It's really a bad choice, isn't it?
Okay.
They're a magic pair.
Okay, she says she can pick up something on there. It does smell like a Wookiee, though it is fairly faint. It's been a while.
Yeah. Look, let's leave this till after the hunt, but I wouldn't mind any sort of help would be helpful. Really.
Blame it on the Wookiee.
I feel I need to do a lot of apologies, basically, what you just told me. And I would like to make things right.
Well, I'm sure you gave your friend a better life than she would have had otherwise.
I feel like I have now. Hopefully she's not a slave still.
Though you must have been someone of importance to have a living Wookiee doll.
No, Piper just had really dumb parents who spent all their money on dumb things for Piper. Not a lot, but everything they had went to stupid things for Piper.
What? That means you as well.
I love that, Ross.
I'm thinking that right in my head right now.
So, like she says, someone with more money than sense, which generally means stupidly
Exactly
rich.
right.
Yeah.
Just some dumb noble.
I remember as a
Yeah,
kid
that's
I
a
was
debate,
introduced.
isn't it? Which would you
I
rather
introduced.
have?
I just told this is was an orphan and
Probably was.
but
When they enslaved her.
It probably was.
wow.
Pew, pew.
Okay. I might take you. I might need to sit down for it. Listen, I might just want to sit down. I'll go find a seat.
She is being completely blunt with you the entire way.
I know, I'm fine.
It's so unfortunate you spoke to her
As I
and not
said.
some of the other Wookiees.
Anvil. Anvil.
No, that's good. That's good. I don't mind it. I'm just sitting there going, oh, what a
I had a
bad
completely different story if you didn't speak to her about the Wookiee.
Well done. I'll play that one. So,
That's funny.
Piper's like, it was a bit joyful, a little bit down, but it's okay.
She says, anytime you need more cheering up, she'll be there for you. She taps you on the shoulder and walks off.
You've been great.
Oblivious.
B1 looks to our callous leader.
Just like Piper.
Because you're the mean one that's...
Apparently because I'm so mean. Okay, go on.
Disabling Piper.
Yes.
As per Captain Dom's instructions.
I'm sitting in the
And
chair.
electronically compiles a very brief message saying she almost found out about Piper's parents.
I think I can see that the conversation has ended and all that stuff.
I'm sitting in the chair.
I'm not gonna do anything, but if Piper goes to talk to Greer again, I might need to pipe in.
Well, hey, Greer is a hunter.
Yeah.
She's good at getting information out of people.
Yeah.
and found out more about the Wookiee than your friend even knew.
Exactly.
I'm looking at this patch now, this picture, and going, female.
Oh my god, don't do that to Mark. Don't. If you're thinking of doing what I think you might do, don't do that. That's mean.
What?
I'm not going to say it out loud, because if I say it out loud, you'll do it.
PG.
Oh no, it's not about PG. It's about more anvils.
Yeah, no. I'm expecting that. But it's, I'm used to this. I'm going, oh, okay.
B1 takes something heavy and hits the governor's door again.
Yep. As you go to swing, the door opens,
Oh, here we go.
and a woman walks right into the amber.
Oh god! Not an anvil. Something heavy, he said.
Mop.
Yeah, so B1 couldn't even lift an anvil.
Okay, so a small amber like a mop. And she sort of just looks a bit stunned as facing Mop.
And immediately as it happens, B1 says, medical assistance required.
And then you head off?
Yes.
Okay. She goes, we need to get better droids here. You hear in the background. I don't know what this governor does to the droids around here, but they all act crazy, she says as she walks away.
So B1 is armed with a mop.
Yes, a battle mob.
Mark 2.
Is it only a battle mop because B1 is holding
God,
it?
it would be so funny though if B1 uses that battle mop against a jammer and it actually works.
That'd be really
But he
good.
won't be there. He's going on the ship.
Well, he cleans up quite nicely.
Anyway, I'll put
Right, so we've got the
picture
Toxic
of my
Avenger robot version.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah.
B1 looks at the mob, has a very close look at it, analyzes it, takes the handle off it, and then uses it as hair.
Okay. It attaches nicely. You look like you have dreadlocks with a little bit of makeup mixed amongst it. Bad makeup, mind you,
Now-
but makeup after all.
Anyone would think that'd be strange, but Piper just goes, whatever.
Great.
Anyway, I'm just running waiting the ship till everyone gets on. 'Cause I'm
The
waiting for-
visuals for this are
Well, when you get the curls
I
just
know.
right, it looks like some of the pictures of Warren.
I'll put the picture away. I'm really just waiting.
B1 continues his lessons in Wookiee.
That's funny.
I continue to learn all I can.
Okay, so yes, the governor's ready not too long after
Yep.
with his 3 aides all dressed up like him,
Okay.
Okay.
which means he dressed down
Yep.
because he only has one-of-a-kind suits.
If I see him start coming on the shuttle,
Mhm.
I'll greet him.
Of course, you don't really know what he looks like. You see two people who dress the same coming onto the ship.
Oh, welcome. What's that?
I presume the actual governor probably goes with Maria because he hired her.
He hired us. Well, oh yeah, he hired her, invited us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
B1 remans his
Invited
post.
us.
Kidnapped
So B1 goes back to the
forced us
ship.
to come
Yep.
along.
You sit on the security part of the ship with the access, and you see the 2 shuttles take off.
He continues to do active sensor sweeps as often and as much as possible, and relays as much information as possible, including potential life signs
And
in
about
the general area in which they're heading and surrounded by it.
about half an hour after they take off, 3 more shuttles take off, following in their general direction.
That information is very quickly relayed.
To the Callus leader or to me?
No, to Callus later.
Okay.
I say, like they took off in our general direction.
Well, you are
Yes,
heading to another part of the
continuing
hemisphere.
to track them.
I say to track them and to track any others that may be within 50 kilometers of us.
I'm going to continue to track everything possible. I'm a droid.
Kilometers.
Okay, that's okay. So after you travel for about 2 hours, you go out of sensor range
Okay.
because he can't scan around the planet.
Yeah.
Because the planet does block scans, strangely enough.
I guess before we go, I say anything that takes our direct flight path, please flag it, I guess. And then, with our long range comms that we
I got long range
with, is that planet wide?
It does because it uses satellites.
Okay, so that's okay.
Can Big One access the satellites using scanners through long-range communication flights, or is that now?
You can use it for long-range communication, but they don't have any video or other scanning equipment on them.
There's no other satellites that are capable of analysing planet in the area?
They've intentionally not installed any around this planet as part of it being a refuge.
Yeah.
So no one can turn their own equipment against them.
Is the flight crew on board?
They are, and they're basically having the first break away from scrutiny that they've had in a long time.
Yeah. So Big One goes up to them and says, there is a potential that the governor is in danger. There are ships heading toward, there are unrecognized ships heading towards that direction. The only way we can assist them right now is to place ourselves in orbit above them.
They look at the droid and saying, I'm sorry, but we're not authorized to follow your directions. You're not even a ranger.
Now, but I am telling you that the governor is in significant danger. If he dies, it's on you, not me.
Well, Al, records say the governor hasn't actually left.
What?
Because he didn't officially leave.
Oh.
Because that was the Agreea's thing.
Yeah.
He was dressed as someone else.
Yeah, he was dressed as someone else, and he hasn't officially left the ship.
Oh.
So by moving the ship, it would actually make it more suspicious if the ship was hovering over a certain area.
Yeah,
that would be
you
where
can
the
say that, but to be one that's sounds dumb. You are responsible if anything happens to him by those attack ships.
And he says, well,
You have to be informed.
I'm sure droids know best, he says. With the most sarcasm that you can easily pick it up.
It'll be funny if they do.
I can see a mop death going on.
Yeah, same here. I'm like, put that mop head back on the mop.
So he says you might want to use your head to finish scrubbing the floors, because...
Oh! Ow!
That's okay. The only thing's going to be scrubbing the floor is your face. Pretty soon. Just wait.
Well, you seem to have had the mop attachment done to your head, so I assume that was what it was for.
It's not my fault that I'm just so pretty that I have to cover myself up. Unlike you. You're really displaying that. You really went with that mustache? Really?
Yes, I did. I worked on it for years. Glad you noticed.
That's
Oh my
unfortunate.
god, B1's gonna rip it off.
Oh no.
That's really unfortunate for you. I'm very sorry.
Oh, that's okay. We can pencil some on for you if you'd like.
Ooh, that's a
I would
good
not like-
offer.
Oh,
B1 goes back and attempts to access the personnel files of this guy.
That's funny.
Okay, you get access to his personnel files. He's known that he's a competent flyer, but listed as not allowed to talk to the governor.
Yep.
And he'd been
does
reprimanded.
Does he have any family tragedies? Is there any failures over his time? Has he ever been reprimanded?
He is the family tragedy, and he has been reprimanded many times. His only skill is flying, and as long as he keeps away from officials, he seems to do well. And most of the time, the bridge is locked, not to stop people getting in, but stopping him getting out.
I can see
How does
why.
it fail to be the biggest disappointment amongst your family?
He says, fantastic. But unfortunately, I can't drink as well as your friend can.
Oh.
Hey, wow, you get paid that much? I get paid that in a week, and I'm a droid.
Yeah.
Well, if someone pays a droid, that's their dumb luck.
And yet they still dumb enough to pay you. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad I'm.
Oh, wait. Hang on. I'm just reading this now. You did what to the governor? How do you still have a job? How?
It's because
You're
I
not
can
even
fly.
that good of a pilot. Here, hang on. Here's the scores. Wait. You got a pass mark? They don't even let cargo ship pilots fly with that sort of a mark.
All you need is a pass to fly these things. They mostly fly themselves.
Yeah, well, I know you don't fly it, that's for damn sure.
Shh, don't tell anyone, he says.
I bet you couldn't even pilot this ship up to the atmosphere. You can't even do that, can you?
I see what he's doing now.
He thinks for a minute and goes, I probably couldn't. He says, not while I'm drinking. Not supposed to fly and drink.
How does he know that?
So you being the only pilot on board, the only one able to fly, the only one supposedly able to fly this ship, and you're drinking.
Yeah.
In complete dereliction of your duty.
Well, I'm not on duty for another 3 days.
You are on duty because you're the only pilot able to fly this ship.
Well, I wouldn't be the only pilot if the governor didn't take some of them with him.
Yeah. I see he left the most useful one behind, huh?
Well, he did say he needed the best qualified with a gun. I've never shot one.
Yeah, there's a reason that they left you behind. Now, do yourself a favor, try and save your career, maybe even try and save your own life, get this ship in the air above him, or he'll probably die. You might even get a promotion, or a raise.
Are you trying to convince him?
Oh yeah, you're damn right I am.
Okay, so what is...
I can't help because I'm not there, right?
What is your character's
No, he's
discipline?
on the good,
yes. He's on his own.
I'll see.
I was just going to look it up.
God, this will be funny.
This is where Papa's needed charm.
I'm gonna get this guy fired.
Probably.
It'll be awesome.
Whether he takes off or not, he's probably still going to be fired.
I need this awesomeness in my life.
Okay, so... Persuasion is present, so you have 1 dice.
Yes.
And he has 1 dice.
What about the crippling insults that have been thrown at him?
He's faced a lot of those in his life from his file that they would probably actually give him more chance to not do what you say he would do. So I'll give you a black dice to the roll, so you've actually made it harder. But
what about his desire to prove himself as a decent pilot and a hero of this sector?
okay, I'll add a blue dice.
Yeah.
Now it's even.
Righto.
Okay, so you successfully get him to start powering the ship up and taking off.
Oh God, what have I done?
Oh God.
Gaining some strain in the process. As he goes, okay, mophead, let's do this.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I thought I was gonna have the problem with the shuttle.
No. Oh yes.
So, over the comms to you, you got, this is Mophead 1 incoming for support.
If anyone attempts to guide him to a high atmosphere position above where they need to be.
Can I just personally... Do I hear this across the complex?
Yep, to your comms specifically.
What have you done, I say?
The right thing.
If anyone goes back to operating the sensors and tries to track all of the ships that are incoming.
Do I get a response back from B1 or not?
What does B1 say in response?
I say, what
He just gives you an acknowledging beep. He's busy.
Beep beep.
Scene.
Yeah. Seen and ignored.
The number you have dialed
on your ship
is not responding right now.
We're flying around that ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that the governor is on the other ship with Graham.
Okay, so are you across from me or are you next to me? You're sitting on the same ship?
I presume I'm somewhere near you.
Okay, so there's not much room in the shuttle, actually.
Not a lot with the BC that you're sort of
we've got
caretaking.
2 8s, right? And then
Pilot.
me and Piper
And a couple
is
others for guards.
Kayana
On the other.
and Khalid on the other one. Okay.
So, hey, I'm usually pretty good with these things, and I had a bad feeling that I don't know, but I just got a message from B1,
Right.
and I quickly show her, and I go,
What am I seeing?
Notification that Mophead 1 was coming to assist you.
Okay.
and I say, now, this droid, as you're probably not aware of, does like to do things his own way, as you've probably seen in some sort of way.
Oh yeah.
And when I asked it, what have you done, it gave me a beep, which usually means that...
Would you like to send a picture of B1 with the Mophead?
No.
Okay.
No, everyone's way too busy right now trying to make sure that we don't die.
Yeah, I go, when I get a reply of like a beep as acknowledgement,
Right.
usually means that I don't want to tell you what to do, what I'm doing, because you don't
Let
need to
me
know.
just sum this up easily for you. You think B1's gone rogue?
Rogue is probably too nice a word for it.
So
That is
when
usual?
he says Mophead is, what was it?
Mophead 1 incoming.
1 incoming, does that mean he is on his way here?
I don't know, and because we haven't heard anything that's been said. So, I have a feeling that he has something planned to help us out. But I don't know what. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad. I just know it's going to be a grand scheme by B1.
Right, I make the decision. Oh, that's awesome.
The Mop droid. She's going to be one droid for Mop.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
which camera I could do. Because I don't want the aides or anything to hear, I just get close to Piper and as if to give her a hug and I whisper, ignorance is the best defense.
Yeah, look, you didn't hear anything? You didn't see it? I didn't hear anything.
No, we know nothing.
Okay, let's just
As far as we know, the Mophead is on his way around the ship doing his
He
cleaning.
could be cleaning the ship. Like,
Yeah.
It could be something
So
different.
while B1 is trying to access the scanners and trying to ensure that we don't die, he also deletes any potential footage that may have occurred while he was talking to the most gullible moron on the planet.
Yeah.
Well, you also noticed that once the ship's engines came online, your access was revoked. You only had access.
Well, it is.
You only had access while it was actually from the security station while the ship was in power down mode.
Cool. He
I as calm as
so
possible,
gently
go back to my seat.
taps Drunken
yeah.
and Drumface on over the head and says, "Give me access to the scanners.
Oh yes, just sit there. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Give me access to the scanners."
And
That's a scanning station, he says. I thought you knew that much. Aren't you actually a droid? Just
Give
plug
me
yourself
access
in.
to the scanners.
We'll talk afterwards.
He says
As I
that
said, there's a reason that's a wise
that station has access.
B1 goes over to that station.
Just plug yourself in like any useful droid.
No. Oh.
Look, if
B1 plugs himself in
He
like
is
any
on.
useful droid.
It is all like.
Yes, you've got access to the whole scanner suite. More things than you had before.
Oh my
Cool.
goodness. We're in trouble.
Scanning like crazy, to the point where anything that he scans probably gets radiation poison.
Okay, one of the shuttles flying behind is full of Wookiees.
Oh
Is what, sorry?
Full of Wookiees.
B1 radios our fearless leader and relays the information of the potential boogies.
So it's no longer Callous Leader.
Fearlessly.
So is Fearless Leader a different person, mind you?
Nope.
Okay.
I think you're only
So only one ship?
Well, he's just scanned the first ship so far,
Oh, okay.
and he decided to call you on that one.
Alright, so let's make the other two glow in the dark.
Okay, so the other two also have Wookiees in them.
Information relay.
There's about 40 odd Wookiees all up.
Jesus Christ.
And as you're scanning them, the ships turn and start heading towards you.
Uh-oh.
B1 sends you a text message saying, I thought you were screwed, but turns out we are. And then says to Captain Drunky, hey, we're in trouble.
What? You lied to me.
Why are you guys in trouble? The Wookiees are coming after us.
No, they can't do that.
Oh,
The Wookiees are coming
okay.
after us now.
Are the
Yeah.
I see.
are
There's 3 ships with
the
40 Wookiees coming to us right now. We
Yeah,
need
but
to get out of here.
are the
got
shuttles
the best
capable
defense, you
of
could pretend to
space
shut
travel, or
down.
is it planetary only?
They can get up to
Yes, absolutely.
the
Does this
atmosphere,
bucket of
but
bolts
generally
have
don't go past
weapons?
it. It says yes. This has weapons. I just don't know how to use them.
Okay, where's the weapons console?
3 floors down.
Oh god, where are the shields?
Somewhere in the rear of the ship.
Oh my goodness, we're screwed. Get us out of here.
I tell Bria on my ship that there are 3 other transports following us with full of.
Oh, they're not following us anymore. They're heading towards the ship,
Oh,
which is now in high
high altitude. That we're. I would relay to her that there were 3 ships that were following us, full of Wookiees that are now following the governor's ship, which has left port.
Well, I guess I've made a distraction. We can still do what we're doing, and I won't know where we are.
Okay, as long as we
Glorious,
can
glorious,
navigate
fearless
stealthily out of their sight range, I think we'll be okay.
Mm-hmm. So Wookiees are great in jungles.
True. I tell B1, distract them and get yourself in the ship to safety.
Roger, Roger.
Yeah. Yeah.
B1 attempts to communicate with the Wookiees.
Yep. Okay.
He says hi.
Hey there.
Okay, so you get a roar back over the comms that sounds very much like "Die Imperial Scum Die."
Oh.
Whoa! I'm not an Imperial. I'm a droid. A free droid.
You also realize you're flying a governor's personal transport, which is
Which the governor-
Imperial registered.
Yeah, the governor is
No, no,
Well,
no.
technically
No, I
you
stole
stole
the
it.
ship. I literally stole the ship. I convinced the dumbass pilot to fly us off the planet.
I've got some here. Okay, let's see how gullible the Wookiees are.
Oh, they would, if they
I don't know that
if they
that
fail, they're
gullible
going to be
goes
very
with
gullible.
Wookiee.
Okay, so give you the. Okay, so that you managed to get 1 advantage,
Yes.
4 failures, and a despair.
No.
And a what, sorry?
Despair. Okay, so symbol of the Imperial government. We will make you the brightest spark in the sky. You hear over the comms.
No, wait, the governor isn't even on board. He's down there.
And then you hear the comms cut out as they say that.
Oh no.
B1 turns to the pilot and says, "Get us out of here now. They're gonna kill us." And then B1 runs to the rear of the ship towards what may or may not be a shields console.
Mm-hmm.
He then gets back on the radio and starts making Wookiee jokes.
Unfortunately, there's just static on the comms now as the Wookiees have jammed your ship.
Right here.
Cool.
You just lose contact with him. As you're happily sailing along.
Are we able to pilot our ships like quickly and stealthily out of range of wherever those
Well,
ships?
they're on a flight path,
Okay.
and they would have registered that flight path.
True, you're right. Okay.
Whereas the Wookiees weren't on a flight path and might have got themselves in trouble if they did attack you.
Yeah.
But of course, if they're attacking an outworldly ship,
Then they're not in trouble.
Cool. Well, this is going to be interesting. Tom, yeah.
Okay, so yes, you do see on the ship scanner that symbol of the governor's ship rising, not as fast as the planetary vehicles are flying, because they are a lot faster in planetary atmosphere.
Because you got a big ship and little ships flying.
Wow. Oh, I don't see this because I'm not.
And it disappears from sight before you actually see what the outcome is. Okay, so yes, you see the island you're going to be spending the next 3 to 5 days on, or longer, depending on how long it takes for ships to come for you.
Cool. Oh, you're here already. Oh.
And it looks like a jungle paradise. Except for the fact there's no bars, no civilization, nothing but what you carry.
The champagne. Very good. Cool. So I suppose I'll wait for us to start help unpacking.
As you land, everything but the governor's essentials is taken off. And then the shuttles take off with the governor's essentials still aboard.
Yeah.
Well, Gria allowed them to put it on the ship. She didn't say she was going to let them take it off the ship.
And Gria organized this, so.
Is there any chance I could have nicked a bottle of champagne?
She didn't want any alcohol brought along.
Kayana had a bottle.
Yeah, you've got a little flask.
I don't know that, but
Yeah, you don't know that. Kayana did grab that now.
Has the ship crashed yet?
She says
We don't know.
better
It's
to keep your wits about you
it's
instead of ending up
don't
being
okay.
mincemeat.
Oh, really?
Cool. How do you want to set this up, Ross?
Well, she says we put the 2 beasties in the center. We put on the painkillers, which I'm sure will bring back some memories for you.
For Piper?
Yeah.
Has Piper worn painkillers?
She's put painkillers on, is what she's hinting at.
Oh.
Hinting at the fact that the Wookiee had a slave collar.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Yep.
Piper takes it as, how do you know I did that night? Yeah.
She just takes it in her stride as if that was what she intended.
I know, but I think I don't think what she says based on the other thing. I think of the other thing. Well, she might think something about the other thing. So depends on how we. Okay. So I'll follow the instructions. I'll set things up. Help everyone else. Try to coordinate everything. I have no look like, and yeah, our gracious leader.
And you have one tent, which everyone sleeps in, and everyone who's not sleeping is on guard duty.
Okay. So we de-shuttled?
And you basically left as much technology behind as possible, so you've only brought your long-range comms, which are turned off while you're hunting.
Yep. I've got my blaster there. And my gaffy.
So it depends on our gracious now leader. Tells us when we want to, who wants to take do what shifts. I'm kind of.
Is it technically Grey kind of leading the party?
Well, I'm happy to. Because I'm in a very good moodish, so I'm going to say I'm happy to do a first shift. But I'm not sure if Gray wants to join me just for the first shift, just to think.
Well, she's intending on doing a quick scout of the area to make sure there's no other people here who aren't supposed to be here.
I would say there would be 2 people on shift at all times.
Yeah.
One of our party and
Does she
then
want
one of
backup?
the governor's.
No, because
peeps.
she doesn't want to have to watch out for someone else.
Okay, fair enough.
So, so I suppose when after she does the scout out, she'll come back and say, okay, then we would organise like rotations or whatever. I'm happy to take one of the first ones with one of the governors.
I'll take whatever anyone wants me to take.
So I'll just do my part.
Yeah, I team up each of our team members with the governor's aide to do
Every
dual
so often I'll be
shifts.
texting people.
Says with the governor who's dressed up as an aide.
Oh no, not the aides, the
Bodyguards.
guards. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I guess those
So,
are the same thing.
Are we going? If you used to clean the ship yet?
Need to get a response. You must be at a range.
Oh well. I hope you're doing a good job. It is to govern the ship, I say.
And you know that you Piper would know that unless you're using long range comms, you wouldn't get out.
No, I'm just going to leave the message hanging like in just...
So if there's something going,
Just remember, B1, you can't control who comes into your life, but you can choose which
airlock to throw them out of.
to push them out of.
So...
I need a meat sack to live.
So, so I'll be going, okay, if I don't hear anything after a while, I might turn my comms off because it sounds like B1's busy.
Okay.
But that's all I do the whole time. I'm a little bit disappointed about the champagne for obvious reasons, but...
Well, it was quality champagne. Top shelf stuff.
Could be in between shifts, you know. Fine, yeah. Anyway.
I don't think anyone should be drinking on this. Except for maybe you. But anyone else. You perform better under...
So, if I'm on shift, you know, or when I'm off shift, I'll look at the picture and go, how the fuck did I never notice that before? You know, things like that. I'll be looking at the picture so many times going, oh, you know, someone, and I'm looking for anything else in the picture the whole time, I think, so, yeah.
It's very clearly boy Wookiees have more of a mustache, whereas girl Wookiees just have straight face.
That's everywhere.
Not all Wookiees look the same. That is racist.
That's sexist.
I'm
going to bring up a female, I'm going to show you.
It's like the whole thing of like male and female dwarves.
Yeah. we seem to go in circles in those directions.
I'm going to find it. I got to see.
Okay, so while you're looking that up, on the ship, just as you're reaching the edge of the atmosphere, you see the shuttles have caught up with you. But your amazing captain, as he is, managed to just sneak out of the atmosphere before they could dock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Wow, you're more impressive than I thought. Well done.
Yeah, he says I pushed the button.
You're actually a disappointment.
Shall I push the other button too?
No.
No, I need you to put us above where they're supposed to be.
Where are they supposed to be? I never got told.
Oh my god, you're terrible.
I'm a pilot. I'm not a receptionist.
B1 points out on the map where they're supposed to be, gives them coordinates, and
Oh, why did you give me coordinates in the first place, he says? What use are you?
tells him where to go.
Oh.
Well, look, I'll let you get away with it considering you got us away.
Hey, I'm a trouble. I get people from place to place. I don't really care where those places are.
Okay, you're a taxi driver. Now, well done. We survived.
And I'll charge you your fare later.
Sure. Hell, I'll even pay you if you pull this off.
And he pushes his other button. And the ship starts to go into orbit around that area. So yes, you find yourself about 200-300 k's above the place where they have landed, and you can see the shuttle already leaving, going the other way around the planet.
Sorry, I just disconnected.
Okay, so you can see on sensors that the shuttles must have already have disembarked, and the shuttles have continued on in the same line. So if someone was
the communication's still blocked.
not now.
Okay. B1 will relay all the information about all of the occurrences that just happened.
Okay, you're trying to get through, but someone shut down the long-range comms.
B1 goes back to the communications. Well, sorry, he goes to his own long-range communications device.
Not on your ship. The actual long-range that the party carries has been switched off.
Are you fucking
Did Greer
serious?
get us to do that?
Yeah, to basically stop putting out any signals.
No, you're all good, man. Hang on 2 seconds, sorry.
Yep.
No, you're all good.
So yes, the Greer basically said shut down your comms while you're doing stuff here because basically you don't want to put out electronic signatures.
Did you just before I did that message or not?
Yes.
Cool, I wouldn't know. Okay. I'm not going to upset her because she doesn't seem like a person you want to upset. So.
He says should also stop poachers finding us. And yes, poachers do come.
Okay.
especially when there's a permit on offer.
So, these shock collars,
Yeah.
do they
Come in many colours and styles.
tenderize?
No, but they inflict pain.
Does that help with the quality?
Not particularly.
No, doesn't help with the, if we decide to eat it.
No. Doesn't harm it. It doesn't harm the flavour in any way.
Okay, just wondering. That's all.
Though they tend to have more nutrients in the meat. So she's been told.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fair.
Not sure if it's good nutrients or bad nutrients. She doesn't really trust the source that well.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Popular media is not fantastic.
So, yeah, that's cool. So anyway, so I'm just gonna do my thing, help out where I can. Rah, 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 rah. And yeah, so I aim, if we hear or see anything that comes close by, we inform everyone. That's pretty much it. Yeah. And what kind of shifts are we doing? Like, are we doing every 6 hours for over or something?
Every 4 she goes.
Yeah, okay.
That way you shouldn't be too tired. Take too long and you start to miss things.
Is there anything else in the jungle we should worry about?
Not with those predators flying around. They pretty much eat everything else.
Okay.
That's why we got a spot away from the ocean.
Ocean's
Things will crawl out and eat you from the ocean.
Really?
Yeah.
Bigger than the...
Well, there's more variety in the sea than there are in the sky.
How much of this planet is land and sea water?
Probably about 50% water, 50% land.
Wow. Okay.
And you're on an island in a big chunk of water.
Cool.
She picked it because it's one of the
Best spots.
remote areas.
Gotcha.
Pretty good.
Okay. So, don't get near the water. Stay close up to people. Call out if we need help.
If we really get into trouble, there is a villa at the other end of this island. And she does know some of the locals there, just she'd rather avoid them unless there's a problem.
Okay, so there is a villa on the island for emergency.
Okay.
It's well hidden because, well, when you can afford a preserve,
Yeah. Something I was like, interesting. Don't really want to be on this planet too long. Get stuff done and go. But yeah, I'm analysing that photo every single time I'm off shift. I'm going, how do I not? And it's going through my mind every single time. Yeah. So, everyone, like, they'll all see me just looking at the picture of the Wookiee falling down as Myron. And just go, was Sinko? It's a female alpha one. I'm thinking about that myself the whole time.
Could be Oren, as Khaled suggested. And you misheard the W. It's pretty close.
Everyone never... He's taking my back on this.
I think B1 probably always referred to Warren in gender neutral language so as to better
the Wookiee word.
mess with you later on.
Yep.
True,
The Wookiee has said this. Something like that.
but I don't know. I thought we were close. I really thought we were close. And it was like, I feel really guilty that I really wasn't as close as I thought I was.
Well, you might have been fairly close. You just didn't know her real name. That she
Didn't
was
know why
female.
she was there.
Didn't know why she was there.
So she you could have been close with her, but just the initial points of your friendship were not what you thought they were.
Man, I feel so guilty. Well, and I'm also thinking to myself that what is Dr. Fabio, Captain Fabio going to find out when he hears that I'm a slave?
Possibly knows already.
That's what worries me.
You were a child, though. So surely your parents were responsible for the slave, not you.
If Captain Fabio knows that you had a slave,
Yeah.
Captain Fabio
Wouldn't be happy with that.
is an Imperium.
See where I'm going with this here? Because it wasn't just me now as a slave. I was thinking about that in my back of head. So I'm going, oh, this is not going to be good. There goes my hot boyfriend. So I was like, yeah.
Okay,
But
not
you
my
have
thought, but
asked
yeah,
to try and
sure.
find and free them, so...
That salt mines are looking very good for me at the moment. So yeah. But I'm going, wow.
We won't let you end up in salt mine. Anyone will probably drive you there, though.
Spice mine is a completely different thing, but a salt mine, no, I don't have to worry about the salt mine.
I thought they'd never sold spice. But never really did. I was like, But anyway, that's all I'm going to do for the rest of the session. Because it's like, I'm going, yeah.
Are we finishing there and not starting the hunt?
I think we'll finish off there with the fact that the hunt will happen in the next section.
Okay.
Yep.
With B1 over support going, guys, anyone there?
Hello?
I've turned my communicator off, so
While being chased by 40 angry Wookiees.
Do you have to go find another ship because you're in orbit?
but who might know the Wookiee form now as well.
Quite possibly.
I reckon they do.
Not all Wookiees know each other.
I was really getting to go Wazza. I had Wazza all lined up, man. You really destroyed that option there.
You call it Shazza.
Yeah.
I have that in my back of my mind too.
Wazza is her brother's.
God's name.
What is your name?
Ezekiel. Forget you, Ezekiel. What's your name? Right. Forget you.
I had some names.
That's the PG version of that.
So bad, man.
Just don't call her Karen.
I am tempted just to be so. No, I could do that. I think it would be one as a clone, but anyway.
That was a bit funny.
Anyway, but no,
Good
that's,
times, good times.
that's good as like, well, that went a left field. I was like, I mean, it was like, I was thinking about I shouldn't. I know we discussed this last session anyway. I was like, but after seeing the Wookiees, I had to talk to her. So, because I thought she would know a bit about the Wookiees. And I thought,
Yeah.
She didn't know a bit about the Wookiees.
yeah.
She did. Yeah, but she's taken down you down a fairly darker path, I'm guessing.
Yes, no, could be.
That would be
Depends
interesting.
on how Shazza thinks of me afterwards. So, yeah.
Do you have? I'm guessing you don't have any idea whether or not Caterpillar will be back next game. Because we haven't heard anything.
Don't know. We can fit in one more game before Christmas. That would be on the
But he'll
21st.
be probably on the
I'll be
actual
here
ship
for.
anyway, so.
I'll be here the 21st, and
21st.
yeah, I'll be playing online the next week for the other Tuesday game.
So we've got a game next fortnight or not?
We should have, yes. That's the 21st.
I think the 21st will be the last games.
Sure, it's 21st. Stay saying that.
Today is the 30th.
Yeah. So fortnight.
14 days.
Oh, so
Fortnight
that'd be the 13th. 13th,
Yeah, no,
sorry.
yeah.
13th.
13th, yeah.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
looking at other dates. 21st,
I just
think.
took your. Yeah.
21st is the other one.
Yeah, 21st is the other one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. The
That's what I was thinking. Hang on.
D&D.
Yeah.
That's a very
Yeah.
No,
Be-
not D&D.
I had to figure out the month's worth of dates
14th.
yesterday, so that's where my brain got the number.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Yeah, so our next game is the 14th.
14th,
and then,
yes.
And then the fortnight after that.
Well, technically the 13th.
Yes.
I'm disturbed,
Math
Ross.
is hard.
I really am, Ross. I'm very disturbed with that picture.
What did Ross send you?
You could probably look at it. It's in
Messenger.
the
Oh.
Messenger.
Sorry, I know. Put my phone on.
Hey, it just appeared on my Facebook.
Mute.
Oh my god! It's so good though.
Oh God.
And so we can see Piper and Warren.
Wait.
Yep.
Or is that Piper and Fabio?
No, that's only Piper and Warren.
I
If
don't know where
Warren
to go
was a
with this right
male
now.
and shaved, so I think this is Fabio.
This is Piper and Fabio, and Fabio had his
Yep.
haircut.
Yep.
Wow. Wow. I don't know what to say to that, Ross. I really don't.
Definitely not safe to show on stream.
Yeah, that is Piper. 100%.
Yeah.
I'm very much for the whole vibe of this though. Like
I thought it
that's
was
a
cool.
pretty good cosplay. Not gonna lie.
It is a pretty good
He's
cosplay.
very
Yeah.
game to wear that in the cosplay. I'm just saying right now.
I would.
He's got not an inch
I
of
was-
fat on his body. He's fine.
No,
It's
I'm-
more just Or just a slight wind.
No, I'm thinking there's probably a lot of fashion tape going
I
on.
hope so, because it's like...
Yeah.
If not, I would be very concerned.
There are some
you guys have
cosplays that-
forgotten about G-strings, right?
Some of the cosplays, Martin knows, I've seen at PAX.
They really needed that
They
tape.
needed-
They did, yeah.
Have
They
I
didn't
told you
use it.
about the infamous one where I was sitting having my coffee?
Wait a
It was
sec.
good.
Oh yeah. So.
So I'm going to switch to end credits so people would like to talk.
Yep.